Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gun Review. We are back. It's been a couple months, I think, since I've done this, so we've got a good stream ahead of us tonight. Welcome. It's Friday as well. You made it to the weekend, and what better way to spend your weekend than looking at pictures of guns on the internet? And of course, I'm joined by AGCast tonight.
Hey, hello everyone. How you doing? Don't be sure, I'm glad to be here, but you know what I'm even more happier about is when you can go to ahopatchworks.com and use coupon code /AGcast and get 10% off of some of the greatest patches you'll ever see.
I mean, also, that is fantastic, though I wasn't expecting that because tonight's sponsor is actually themagproject.com, where you can use code JMeZZ and save money on cool, absolutely fantastic, beautiful laser engraved magazines. So there you go.
Cool place, yeah.
You have two coupon codes that you can use at two cool places. So that's fine. We'll shout out both of them tonight.
Adderall good cast. Oh, okay. That's a first one I've heard.
that is a new one.
I like that one. I did have I had a caffeinated beer, actually, a fun coffee beer. So I'm nice and caffeinated today.
All right. Well, we've got a lot of fun stuff to look into tonight. But of course, before anything else, make sure that you have left a like on the stream and you share it right now. Share it with someone who likes guns. Share it with someone who hates guns. Share it with a friend. Share it with the enemy. Share it on social media. Text it to a phone number that you don't know. Maybe you'll make a new friend. And now it is time to look at some cool guns. We had quite a few submissions. I think it was like 70 total, but
yep. I wanted to submit one myself too, but I was like, oh wow, a lot of people did those. So all right, you know what? I'll let it slip by. I want to make fun of everyone else instead of mine.
We had a few submissions. Now keep in mind, there are similar shows out there. This is a little more chilled out. It's a little more for fun. If you do submit something really goofy, we of course might clown on you a little bit. But of course, chat, feel free to put whatever you feel you think about these builds as well. And if you did not see your entry, well, unfortunately, you need to learn how to read, because there were guidelines. But that only happened to a couple people, so not that big of a deal. We'll be going in reverse order though, so that we will go in the order of which they were submitted. And I want to make sure that I'm double checking Discord right now to make sure that you will be able to see this, AG, when I pull it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this was our very first entry was in 1978 Remington 12 gauge.
Oh, is it semi-auto?
That does appear to be a semi-auto, yes. And I love
sneaky. This is probably sneakies. Okay.
I love the engravings on this. I mean, I don't own a whole lot of shotguns myself, but I do appreciate when you see a shotgun like this that has all the cool engravings and stuff on it.
Well, see, I really appreciate the photography of this as well.
That is a very nice photo.
Is the rock music still going on for you, or is that just because I have the wrong stream still open?
I do have music. I do have music playing. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Gotta have some background music.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, I really appreciate the photography of it. The wood in of itself, if it's that old too, it is clear. Like, it has been treated very well, and it's clearly a very well kept gun. I appreciate this one a lot. And I love shotguns a lot.
It's as someone who enjoys a little bit of gun photography myself, the very well composition here. It's just you got the perfect angle here, and you got a little bit of the snow and the leaves. Very good job. Whoever this was, very good job.
It's probably sneaky. I think I know who this is.
Probably, it may have been. I know he did submit something else that's kind of funny as well.
Well, I know he likes the older guns, so that's a pretty old one. I will say that. I didn't know that. To be honest, I've been wanting to get a good semi-automatic shotgun myself, so I'm curious on how that one must be. I haven't really thought of. Well, I haven't considered buying a Remington in a very, very long time. But
yeah, Sneaky actually submitted a modern gun. Yes, it's true.
Oh, he did send a modern gun.
Yes,
too?
Yes. I remember seeing it now. So our next entry.
Okay, well, that'll be interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I'm so glad so many of you decided to include information too. I appreciate
that. Zenko on there in one of these?
See, WBP Mini Jack 760 by 39. It's got a vector, got an optic, got a suppressor on it. All right, let's just
Vector
take a
Optics.
look at this.
Oh,
It is a
Vector
very
Optics.
very nice AK.
Okay. Oh, is it Zencope or is that the is it actual Zenco or is that like the Midwest Industries like Zencope one? Vector Optics, from what I've been told, is like so. Vector Optics is kind of if you like see Gideon or Sickly or Monstrum. Oh goodness, I think I messed up.
Did you now? What'd you do?
Oh, I'm gonna mute my mic right now because I hear feedback. But from what I know, Vector Optics is the one that like does all of the optics for like a lot of the bigger companies. So it's kind of like the guys. They sort of are like the distributor to many people. Like that's like where all of them
William
come
is
from,
saying
like
in
cheap
chat
optics,
straight
at least.
from Ukraine, so whatever that means.
Okay, there we go. I fixed that. I found the one that I messed up on.
Okay. You don't need to be having feedback.
Uh,
I am, of course, I am not a big AK guy. I don't own any AKs. I can still reload an AK better than AG can, though, even though I don't own one.
well, that's cute. You can keep telling yourself that.
But
I mean,
I do appreciate AKs. I wish they were not so expensive. I wish they were cheap as they were when I was a child.
Well, that's a nice suppressor on it. I really do like. I like the stock. The stock is pretty nice. The big thing is I always prefer the side rail over the gas like tube one, but it's that's not everyone's favorite. Also, if you have the side rail one, you're not going to be able to fold the stock properly. So that makes some sense. But
Chef is saying he
like
wants
the
an
AK.
underfolder, and I do appreciate underfolder AKs.
Underfolders are terrible. I'm not sure if you've ever shot them. They're not fun.
But it's about the look. It's about the
looks
look.
alone, though. Yes, I am with you on
That's
that 100%.
it's about the aesthetics. That's all it's about. Very nice AK though.
That is true.
And let's see, Armalite M15A2, the first rifle we ever bought. This is from Tokarev, and it is bare bones, but you do have the A2 upper, which goes hard. Carry handle gang goes hard.
I've had one of the first ever rifles I ever had was my brother. He bought the Bushmaster. I think it was like the XM1 or whatever. It's basically like the carbine version of this, which not as it was. Let's be real, it was a garbage gun. It was not a good one. But now, what makes it so good now is that it has that carry handle on it that people really like and appreciate.
It's just a vibe, man.
It is the vibe alone, but like that Bushmaster, he got that, I believe, right around like Sandy Hook. So like it was definitely a Obama panic like garbage rifle that was just pumped out by Bushmaster. But like I remember when I posted a couple of pictures, I was like, "Oh, dude, that's so cool!" It's like this was a rifle everyone was mocking like years ago.
And you know what's funny? Have you seen this a little off topic, but it's still kind of on topic. Have you seen the who made it? It's the funny carry handle that mounts to the carry handle and mounts to the front sight block that gives you a pick rail on top.
Oh, we're talking about LaRue's.
Yes, the LaRue thing. Yes.
Yeah, LaRue is a fascinating man. Mark LaRue. See, I'm going to send you a message of like. So the thing is, we do not know Mark LaRue nearly as well because we are on Twitter. On Instagram, Mark LaRue is one of the funniest men you'll ever imagine.
Oh, really?
Of like that man is.
I don't use Instagram.
It's a boomer. He's a boomer, but he got banned from Instagram though. He got banned from Instagram for being a little too, being a little bit of a base boomer. But you'll start to see it on Twitter though. If you turn on notifications from Mark LaRue, like he will post some of the most unhinged shit you'll ever see, and then delete it because Mark LaRue, he also blocks it. Don't try to like interact with him. You just sit from afar and watch. But like
He'll just block you for no reason.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's funny.
But like.
I wanted to mention, what he was saying in the chat looks like M16. I mean, that's basically what this is. It's an M16 without the little funny part up here. Without the funny third hole. That's basically what this is. So I want to get an AR with a carry handle upper, put the LaRue thing on top of it, and then put another carry handle on top of that and another front sight block on top of that. So you've got like double carry handle on it. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I'll send you the thing. I think Arcade just sent me just called me right now, so I had to let him know I'm a little busy right now.
Okay,
Arcade.
so here's something again that's old. A 1914 Mauser Oberdorf German Gewehr 98. I believe that's the first one here. Like, so that is very old.
That is true.
And you know, I when it comes to old bolt actions, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them, but that is a very big piece of history, which is cool to see. And yeah, it is a gun. I like guns, so I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on a lot of this stuff, but I do like this.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm definitely not an expert on this, so I really.
You want to look at the front sight or the rear sight? Rear sight or front sight? Which one?
I really do like the old German rear sights. I do think those are rather cool. I see it's a mag fed, which is quite interesting. So this is probably a little bit post World War II-ish, or am I just also horribly wrong? Who knows? I'm not sure. Is this a bolt action or is this a semi-auto?
Those are bolt those are bolt actions.
That is rather fascinating. I am interested and curious on this gun. I'm assuming there's probably a Forgotten Weapons episode on this because of course there is.
I see Chef freaking out in the chat. He's a big old gun nerd, history gun nerd.
Well,
so
that's good to hear. I'm glad. Oh, so the dust cover is quite rare itself. That's cool. So it seems that we have gotten some really. We got
some good entries tonight.
We have some very good entries. Yeah. That's definitely something to say the very least. That is pretty good.
Whoever submitted this, did you buy this or was this handed down to you? Because that's cool.
Yeah, did your grandpappy have a little bit of fun war trophies? Let me know, actually. Because
we've even got like an old style looking sling on it. Like it's got the whole look, which is incredible.
Yeah, no, I do like the sling. I'm assuming that is probably a damn near original sling. I do wish I had more knowledge on this, actually, because this is probably like a legitimately really cool gun that we probably like.
Anything German from World War II especially is worth a lot. So
yeah,
and I saw someone mention the 2,000 yard sight. The funny thing is, like on these old rifles, I do know this, that the sights going out to like ridiculous amounts with just iron sights, that was originally intended for like old style volley fire. Like back when they did muskets and shit, they kind of were going to carry over some of that strategy. And of course, obviously that did not work in modern warfare, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I wish I could add more to this, but like, yeah, no, I'm being real with you, bro. This is actually too cool. Like, you did something rather cool.
Yeah.
But I also, by the way, I did send you the funny LaRue thing if you want to check your Discord before we get too far off the rails.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got this thing is damn near useless and you're mad if you actually bought the thing and reviewed it. Just be grateful for that alone. And then LaRue responded, Prop 2 says the guy that thinks relative humidity is the sweat that drips off his balls when he's screwed. What?
Yeah, exactly.
That
is the type.
I almost kind of want to use Instagram again just to follow him. Holy shit!
Well, he got banned. He got banned from Instagram. So check his Twitter. Yeah. So it comes. The old Marky Mark comes out every now and then.
Wow.
But that's the type.
Here's a good close up of the action.
Oh, the action. Oh, wait a second. So the dust cover moves every time. Oh, wow. That's really cool.
That is cool. That is super cool.
Wow. I bet like I wish I could appreciate this way more than what we have.
Oh, Sneaky is saying the ammo for this costs $30 a box.
I completely
Chef
believe
is saying
that.
Mag probably holds 20.
I was gonna probably mention of like, if this is like an actual like authentic Mauser, it's probably using the funny. What is the fun meme caliber again? This one is.
It's like an 8mm, I think. So.
Yeah, 8mm Mauser. I think it's the same one, the Sturmgewehr, right? Which is, oh god, I wish PSA would release their like Sturmgewehr in like 8mm Mauser, just so like so many people buy it, so like and not realize, oh, I bought the funny. Yeah, it's like, oh, oopsies, I bought the funny meme. Now I own a meme caliber gun that I'm never going to afford.
Okay, the next entry just says work in progress, and that is a work in progress. I'll give you that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, do they live in a band state? Well, what is that? I see some Feyachi sights on there. A Magpul MOE stock, one of the worst stocks of all time. And
well, I like the MOE stock. What do you mean?
Get a CTR stock, my friend. The MOE wishes it could be a CR or CTR stock. The CTR stock actually locks in. That is a glorified.
The MOE is good for the price and what it does. It's much better.
Glorified M stock.
Is much better. It is much better than like the standard.
I disagree. I say it's basically the same as the M4 stock.
As far as this type of iron sight goes, like usually when it comes to sights, I'm like cheaping out real hard is not a great option. But this type of backup sight actually holds up.
We all have our own disagreements on things. Now the question is, can you get the ruler out and measure from top to bottom?
That I'm guessing this is probably a pinning weld based off the look of this whatever this is right here.
I will say the handguard has a funny QD mount.
What is that color? It's not the highest quality picture, so I'm not really sure what this color is supposed to be. It may just be a normal black AR.
Well, yeah. See, my problem with these, you have the QD
black
mounts on there. You got the QD mounts on there.
Oh, is this Simon? Is this yours? She's saying it's 10.5, not welded, not American. Okay. That also kind of explains the little mag.
Was it the leaf on there? Okay, that explains it. Okay, I think I understand. So, see, the problem with the MOE stock is you have those QD mounts on the front there. Now, where are the QD mounts on the back? That's right. The CTR stock is the stock that you actually wanted. The CTR stock, the MOE stock solely exists for people to make the mistake of, oh, I thought that was a CTR stock.
Wait, my MOE stock has a QD mount on the back. What do you mean?
That's called a CTR stock then. It's not an MOE stock.
I mean, I got it from Magpul, though.
It's not an MOE stock, though. The MOE stock is literally a glorified M2 or M4-like stock, which is, in all honesty, okay, whatever, sure. The only reason why you buy that is because you bought from Palmetto, and it just comes with that. But the handguard is a nice Midwestern Industries. I think it's probably good. Probably get a bigger mag in there, but if you're a Leaf,
if you're Canadian, that may not be possible.
I guess it's probably it.
Unfortunately. See, home defense AR.
That was not a Magpul CTR stock. I'm sorry, right now that is not a CTR stock.
Okay. Home defense AR is that Arrow M4E1 with a 12.5-inch barrel. Vortex Strikefire 2 red dots that may be replaced. A TLR1 with a pressure pad. VCM grips, slate black something, braille covers, and a Mag Project mag. Well, Mag Project, very based. It is a non-black AR, which we appreciate because everybody just has their AR in black these days. Remember, code JMeZZ, themagproject.com, save some money. What do you think about ARs that are like in this tan color?
I kind of like it. FDE is pretty nice, although I would never buy an Arrow anymore now that the PSA Saber line exists.
That's true.
The PSA Saber line is just a better option just in general. Like even when I went to SHOT Show, like no one was really checking the Arrow line anymore. Yeah. It's just like the Saber line is just everything that you like. The typical Arrow you would buy is just I wouldn't buy it. That being said, though, this is probably going to be a rather good one. I believe that is the Vortex Spitfire on there, right?
Hey, he had listed. What did he say it was? Vortex Strikefire. He said that's call sign Coyotes. This is his rifle.
So it's a good rifle, I would say. Like, this is pretty good.
I do agree that FDE goes hard. I do agree.
I love FDE. No, I do like it a lot. My thing though is, any Vortex red dot is actual garbage, and like it's just I get it's a nice like aim point clone, and that's what we're going for is an aim point clone. But I mean, like the thing with Vortex optics are they have this weird thing where it doesn't lower brightness in the way you normally would want it to. It like does the thing where like it pulses. So it's got this weird refresh rate shit. So like
I don't own it. Most of my red dots are like SIG red dots because they're cheap but they hold up.
Well, so the thing is like the SIG red dots don't have this issue. But the Vortex one does. Where Vortex scopes, fantastic. Some of the best scopes you'll ever get. But it is like the Vortex red dots.
Look at that mag though.
That is a cool magazine. If you use coupon code /AGcast, you also get 5% off too.
But, this is my gun review.
My bad. It's silly. That slipped out. Oopsies.
You get your Aho Works sponsorship. I get the Mag Project sponsorship.
No, mine's 10%. Yours isn't. But no, I was gonna say is the Vortex optics have this awful issue where it is like PWM. So like if you lower it down the brightness, it'll like if you ever
He's saying he's gonna replace it with a prism sight soon. I know you like the prism sights a lot.
It depends on the prism sight, I would say, because some are good, some aren't. Honestly speaking, I now have gained a new appreciation for just like spending a little bit more on like, if you can find a used aim point, that's probably the best place to go. But like a brand new aim point, God no, it's far too much.
Yeah. All right, so here's something here. We've got Recession Ruger, and then what? And I'm not. What is this? Okay. This is some. This is what?
Oh, I know. Oh goodness, this was a beta. Oh shit, this is a beta. I know this one. It's slipping off my head. I don't remember exactly. It might be like Boombox or something, I think. But
is this supposed to be a suppressor or a compensator?
So it can be both. There is a suppressor and there is also a flash can model. This may be the flash can.
Saying Boombox in the chat.
It's the Boombox. I'm glad. Okay, thank God I remember this. I've talked about this before on my wonderful channel, of course. But it is a Boombox. It's basically a attachable suppressor, and there is the non-suppressor model, which I think this one might be, considering by the holes on top of it.
Yeah, I would agree.
It becomes a flash can. Now, the nice thing about the Boombox is, well, of course, it's the paper trail on it isn't impossible to figure out, as
true.
should be. But but it does also work pretty well from all the testing. It's rather funny because you look at this, you would think tilting barrel action will probably not work with this, and you would be mostly right. However, the Boombox has a little bit more clearance on it that this does actually work, and it does work well.
Looks like some kind of cyberpunk.
It does have the cyberpunk thing to it. It's like the Maxim Defense one, but you can 3D print it at your home. I like that a lot. This one's now my favorite just because you are probably in the beta, my friend, and I like you.
Let's look at this Recession Ruger now.
It does not actually touch the barrel.
There we go. Recession Rugers. I still want to build one of these.
Is that an EPS? That's a Hollow Sun EPS. That's a lot of money for a damn Recession Ruger. I'll say that.
I still want to build one of these. I refuse to pay more than like $30 for a kit though.
Yeah, you missed out on that gravy train now, didn't you, my friend?
Yeah, well.
Proto Space Dog, that was your Remington. Oh, okay. The EPS is a fantastic optic. Really funny that you put it on this one.
You put it on the $100 pistol. That's
it's probably worth more than the actual gun itself. But hey, I'm not telling you how to spend your money.
I love the idea of the Recession Ruger itself because it's one of those stupidly cheap things, and they took it and made it as easy to build as possible, which makes it look kind of weird, but it's endearing, right? It's how when I first got into 3D printed guns, I saw the Walther
Ivan's Walther PPK.
Yeah, that was the first modern 3D printed gun I saw.
I can send you that picture, by the way, my friend. That's the one that got me.
Yeah, it's nostalgic to see stuff like this.
Yeah, that's the one that got me into 3D printing altogether. And then the 3011 came out, which is essentially exactly this exact gun. If you want to look a little bit closer to it, can you actually zoom it a little bit where the hammer is? So that AR-15 hammer, is that a full auto one? Oh, okay, I'm not going to look too hard into it. That is, the AR-15 hammer fits shockingly well on a lot of hammer-fired guns.
It really does, yeah.
It fits almost perfectly in a lot of hammer-fired guns. And Ivan, of course, figured, well, he hates 1911s, so he made the most atrocious 1911 and realized it actually works really darn well.
It does.
And this was always his test frame. So what you're looking at right now, what the Recession Ruger is someone seeing Ivan's test frame and actually making it a little bit more usable. Now it uses a Glock mag. It uses an AR-15 fire control group. Congratulations, you actually have a better trigger on there. Yep. And in fact, on this one, you could probably put a drop-in trigger and it will work just fine. That is sort of the beauty of this frame. And now you can put a brace on it too. And if you've ever shot a brace one of these, it's actually phenomenal. It's really good.
I think someone just needs to come up with a nice cover to put over the top of it.
So that's a very funny thing for the 3011. There is a dust cover that someone made that's really cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is no one has actually ever printed it outside of the beta, and I have yet to see anyone actually do it. I have the files for it. I thought about doing it because I don't think anyone would recognize it, but it does exist. It is out there.
That's
just
cool.
No one does it because the goofy slide. It looks, the goofiness of it is part of the appeal, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. This has no description. But that appears to be one of the SIG.
Ooh, this is it's a SIG.
I think based on the lower here.
Oh yeah, the QD mount directly on it. Okay, so we have a nice fan in the group.
It's a little blurry. Your photo is just a little blurry.
556 or is that 300 blackout?
It's hard to tell. The picture's a little blurry. We got
the magnifier on the carry handle.
Yeah,
that doesn't even line up. I don't think. I see that this is just all right. So I can kind of tell where this is heading. Okay, so you have too much money, then you know what to deal with. I see. Okay, so this is
MCX. Yeah.
At MCX, I'm not gonna give you the joy of critiquing this any more than you already have. Congratulations, you have more money. I bet you have a Punisher skull on the back of your truck too. Yeah, be sure to keep it in the truck too.
Yeah,
I look forward to this gun being stolen.
Spend some of that money for a phone with a better camera, though.
Yeah, a phone with a better camera and some better carpet. Yeah, don't give him the time of the day. If he isn't going to give you a description, he doesn't deserve any more time than this. Go on to the next one.
Retro Bullshit XM4 with night vision equipment and a 3D printed launcher. This is from Stubbs. And once again, we've got another not so great picture, but
wait a damn minute. Zoom in on that optic though.
Yeah, this optic has made appearance on a couple gun reviews.
Oh shit! That's like one of the old. Oh my god!
Yeah, it is.
That's like an OG reflex sight.
Yeah, that has been put on a couple of his entries.
Dear God!
How does this other picture look? Okay, this one's a little better.
That's better.
That was a little better. We got some. I can't. It's still small. I can't zoom in on this picture at all.
Okay, so I see he has the bullshit polished Anderson trigger on there. Okay, pretty cool. I like this actually a lot just because of that optic. I would love to actually try that optic out because, dear God, he has to have a Weaver mount adapter on that thing to work properly, if I remember correctly. Because that shit is super old.
Yeah, like someone has mentioned that before. With this thing, you don't really look through it like you do a modern optic.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, someone has just
apparently
mentioned
it's absolute garbage. Yeah, it's absolute garbage.
Oh, I bet. But it's a piece of history, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Of it's that it almost reminds me of Call of Duty Black Ops, the original one, whereas you're seeing all the prototype of prototype shit. This is 100% of this is the original OG aim point. Yeah, I bet this is probably where a lot of things started coming from. But the fake launcher is kind of cool. I always am a big fan of. What is that stock actually? Can you zoom in? Is
this picture won't let me zoom in. It's probably some
did a dog eat the fucking back of the plate?
Let me look and see where's the other picture. Oh no, it's even worse. Yeah,
it's even worse.
There is something funny going on with that stock though.
Well, I hope to God, you got that optic. I'm assuming it was passed down and passed down and passed down. I hope to God you did not spend the modern day prices on that thing. But yeah, that is really cool looking. I will say I do like this build a lot. It's a build that will turn heads 100%. You take this to a range. Everyone will actually say, well, what the hell is that? What optic is? Oh my God. Yeah. I like this one a lot. This is cooler than that soulless, SIG MCX.
Yep. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a 1923 lift something. It sounds French. I don't know. It's a Nitro Special 12 gauge.
Let me see if I can see.
Let's see. He said the bluing has almost completely worn off and it still works. You still hunt with it. That's pretty cool.
Oh, we got a deer rifle on. Oh,
no,
God.
that's
I see.
That's He said Nitro Express. I assume do you mean it uses the
Now,
Nitro Express rifle rounds, or is it just some kind of I know about
this is
Nitro
a double
Express.
barrel shotgun, my friend.
Yeah.
I think this is just a simple double barrel shotgun that grandpappy passed down to my pappy, and now it's mine type of shit.
Man, when you say Nitro Express, it's 1923. I don't know what that French-looking word is.
I don't worry about it. It's a 12 gauge. Like, there's the double barrel. That's a
The only thing I know about Nitro Express is that Kentucky Ballistics has a bunch of them, and even though he's a gigantic man, they still about knock him over. And
well, these things
they cost
are cool.
a lot to shoot.
I love me a double barrel. I wish I could own a double barrel because every time I want to buy a double barrel, I get charged like the bullshit collector price, which look, I'm not a collector. I don't give a shit. If a Maverick 88 costs me $200, I'm not spending $500 on a damn double barrel. And I still stand by that. I have no attachment to any double barrel. I want just a cheap one because I think they're cool.
Maybe you can find a cheap Turkish one then.
Yeah. Well, look, I like my hands, but that is pretty cool. I will say that is a cool double barrel. Sorry, bro, it didn't look a little bit longer. It's a very simple gun, but it is a cool gun. I want you to know that you are valued too. You are appreciated.
Oh yeah, well, the fact that it's from 1923, the fact that you have a gun that is that old and you still use it, that is cool. That just shows. Shows how good they made them back then.
They don't make them like they used to.
I know, right? Sonny. This next was a PSA dagger slide, which is base with Chairman Juan Fermin Abe's rails. Use texture tape.
PSR.
Oh, texture tape from AliExpress. That's right up your alley.
What is wrong with you? It's a Chairman frame. What did you do?
I'm guessing they just put it on, maybe on the existing. Is that what they meant? I mean, we've got some good stickers on here. Got some very good stickers here.
Oh, they all okay. Well, all right. Never mind. I think I understand now. But they all right. I see the sticker. I get it now. Okay. Is that the Wait, who got the Hollow Sun optic? Or the Hollow Sun? Not the optic. No. Scroll down.
Oh,
there.
Hollow Sun flashlight.
Sun, yeah. Do you know how rare that shit is? Like
I didn't even know they made flashlights.
Of course you didn't. In fact, Dianexus actually is one of like the developer testing ones that he was given. How the fuck did you get this?
Don't worry, Chef. I think this stream will be fine. I think it'll be fine. The stream where I scrolled through a VTuber's Twitter got the monetization put back on it, so we'll probably be okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm swearing, Arn. Is that the problem?
No, it's the anime girls. I did a stream the other day, and I scrolled through Twitter, and it was VTuber shit. But I scrolled through this VTuber's Twitter, and her model is very articulate and bouncy, and I got limited monetization, but then I appealed it and it was fine. So
see, the trick is this, and also too is if you guys have something really funny to say or something really cool you want us to know, there is a fun super chat option also.
That is true, yes. And, or if you want something even funnier, you can click on the Streamlabs link in the description and send a text-to-speech message.
And if you use it on, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but what I will say though is, so this is a PSA dagger. It is a pretty good one. The Hollow Sun light on there. I've thought about buying one myself. I've thought about trying to, reach out to Hollow Sun, see if I can get one of their test ones on them. Honestly, they are interesting looking. There's a couple of people I know that actually destroy their lights. The issue with a lot of these lights ones are, what are the holster compatibility with them? They are cool looking.
Yeah.
They have some that are actually night vision capable, so they have.
Well, it's like I was saying, I didn't even know Hollow Sun makes lights.
Yeah, no, they're rather new to the game on this one, but they're trying to work on some of the night vision stuff, some of their infrared stuff. I saw in SHOT Show and stuff. I only know they exist because Dianexus has one of the very few pre-production models that they asked him to do a review on, but he doesn't make videos on shit. So
yeah.
Oopsies, I guess, Hollow Sun. If only you gave it to someone else. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I do like this. I noticed he also has the 21 rounder pull mag in there. I can't see the full stickers on there, so that's kind of nice.
There's a shoulder and some.
We can of course make it tell. but
Yeah.
he has a pretty good one. I do like that original, that one on Chairman Wan's frame.
OD green based, so
But you can see the scratches on it. So this one's probably been used a little bit more
has
than
been used,
typical safe pony. But the threaded barrel, that looks like an interesting barrel. Can you zoom in a little bit on that one? Is that just sort of the newer models? Because I don't have that on mine.
Mine doesn't look exactly like that, but it looks like the thread protector that came on mine.
Because the thread protector looks right, but I don't know that weird little like ring around it. That's not on mine, but I don't have one of those.
Chef is in the chat saying he knows who that character is just based off of this little sliver we see on the magazine. So that's pretty funny.
so scroll up to the child with autism. Okay, Chef. All right, thank you very much. I'm glad this is your submitted one. All right, thank you very much.
I mean, Chef does have autism, so.
Don't we all? By the way, we're also missing a very important part too. If you go a little bit back to that one, I just want to acknowledge one thing. Buy a box for your mattress, my friend.
That is true. I was so focused on the gun and the stickers.
I was gonna say right now, it's really not that hard. I get it,
That is
joke of like a man's room versus
that
a
is
room.
a certified bachelor right here.
It's just the TV. Yeah, it's a TV on the floor with like an Xbox or something. Like you don't have to live like that, but I respect where you're coming from. The hustle is hard, and let's go on to the next one.
You can buy a frame that's
they have sheets too, my friend.
Yeah, you can buy a frame that's just like a couple inches tall on Amazon for like $30, by the way.
If you're enjoying the stream too, be sure to super chat too.
Super chat or just leave a like. I want everybody watching right now. Leave a like. That helps in the algorithm. It really does. My goal for 2024 is to average 50 viewers per live stream, and I mean we're already above that now, but y'all need to come back.
That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. Let's go to that terrible Zastav. I mean,
Zastav M70 with the Fostech Echo AK Yugo haters stay hating. Okay.
Well, I will be hating, that is for sure. So I will add one thing right here that I do notice. You have the worst primary arms optic on there. That's to be expected out of a Zastava owner. But I do see you have the Magpul Zukov stock, which is one of the ugliest stocks you'll ever see in your life. But, and I will mention this, but it is quite honestly one of the most functional stocks you'll ever have. It is legitimately really good. It looks like an ugly boot, but it does work well. Now, a very fun thing to remember too is you put a different Fostech Echo trigger on your Zastava. Be sure to remind a big reminder on this one. We don't need to look at the cheese grater. I want to remind him this very important thing of Zastava is you have voided the warranty by putting a aftermarket trigger on there. Hopefully you don't destroy your terrible bolt carrier because they use shitty pot metal, because of course those are all Yugos for you. But hey, what do I know? Am I right? Oh, I'm poor AG. I can't reload an AK, right?
Well, then you can't.
Whatever.
So it's documented.
We all tell ourselves something. Wait till AK Masters happen, and
I will say, based on pure looks, there's no AK elitism here because I'm not an AK guy. You did a pretty damn good job painting this thing. Rattle canning is based. I like the look. I will say that. That's about my input. But let's check the other side. Oh, yep, got the other side here.
So another thing too, if you notice as well, so that's actually a pretty good side mount on there. I'm pretty sure if he used a better optic, he could have co-witnessed it. But if you notice something too with the Zukov stock, which is something I really do like too, you can fold it. See that little button right there? That means you can fold it. Now, what that means though is you can fold it with the side mount on it, which by the way, the side mount is the proper way to mount your optic on an AK. You can fold it and it still not interfere with the side mount. The only issue is, and this really isn't actually an issue, you can't shoot it because the charging handle will hit the stock.
Oh, that seems like a very serious design flaw.
Well, the thing is you don't shoot with the stock folded ever. Like that's just not a thing you should ever do. You're doing this for like storage.
All right,
you don't
but what if you just like want to like go down to Chicago with the Draco or something,
Well, then you buy a Draco, my friend.
You can't have a stock on it.
You buy a Draco. Why do you have an optic on a Draco? You're hip firing that shit anyways. Why would you put an optic on there?
Oh, that's true. Chef is saying underfolder's vindicated. You could probably shoot an underfolder with it folded, can't you?
That is like the one vindication for the terrible wire stock that everyone agrees is terrible. I agree.
All right, we got another one with no description. Getting lazy on me. but we
that's Arsenal. Okay.
Got the Hoffman tactical lower.
Oh, you have a print. Oh, what is
a printed riser? Yeah.
What? Oh God. Okay.
That is probably not going to work very well.
I don't think this person's caring much.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Arsenal upper.
I love 3D printing, but when it comes to your optics mounting on printed rails, it's not the best way to do it.
I mean, you put a scope on there, precision. Well, what am I? Who am I kidding? That is like some probable, like, $40 Amazon optic.
Yeah, well, this is. I mean, you were going for a very cheap build here, because Bear Creek, and that's fine. Cheap builds are great and funny, and I appreciate them. Like the fact that you could probably build this for $300 or less is great.
No, what we're really underestimating, and what I think is being missed right here is, you see that blast can on there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you have ever attempted to try to remove a muzzle device on a Bear Creek Arsenal upper, but dear God in hell,
I've swapped out barrel, like I've swapped out a barrel, like a Bear Creek upper to have a better barrel. So yeah, I know.
So yeah, the Bear Creek Arsenal upper barrel, they put a lot of rock set in that shit, and you will have to have that thing boiling in water to hopefully turn that thing so it doesn't.
The muzzle device on mine was not terrible, but when it came to the barrel nut, I had to go to my dad's and borrow. He has this it's like a cartoon looking monkey wrench that's like 5 feet long. I had to use that to get the barrel nut
You
off.
need that torque, yeah. You need the you see. There's a funny thing where I met a guy at a shooting range. It was a cool black dude with he was a member of the Not Fucking Around Coalition, and he was showing me his Bear Creek Arsenal. I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? But it's like, how do you get that to work? I was like, so I replace everything in it, and I keep there we go. I figured it out. It's like,
also,
right.
I got to point this out. Someone was like, AG talked shit about my cheap Magpul stock, but says nothing about this one.
I appreciate this one more.
That's just the basic mil spec stock too.
So. No, I will say. So if you didn't catch what I said was, the Magpul MOE stock is a glorified it is a glorified M4 stock. The M4 stock has some sort of tradition to it. I think it has a little bit more, beauty to it. There's a history to it. It works, all right? The Magpul MOE stock only exists to fool you. It is a trap. It is a sheer abomination. It is a caricature of what a CTR stock is. It only can wish it was a CTR stock. It will never be a CTR stock, though.
You should have brought the stock up. He's going to talk about it for another 5 minutes now.
It has no QD mounts. You are a glorified MOE stock.
All right, what's this next thing? I have seen this before. I don't know what this is.
Oh, I know this one. Oh God. It's I think one of Nimbus's or Digital Nimbus's designs that he kind of worked on before he kind of went on hiatus a little bit.
Wasn't this?
But this one solely exists to basically use your red dot. It's not like the normal Invader. But it's basically
Nimbus did the Invader. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so no, this is a Nimbus design, except it's basically the Invader without the hood on it.
Yeah, so you can
kind of tell by the way
sights.
The grip angle is. So yeah, the best thing about the Invader was that you could put any other optic on it, but this one allows you to keep the red dot already on your optic. Now, printed flash cans are always a funny endeavor. Hopefully, this is the Rice Cutter Kamaru, I believe. That one actually uses a legitimate barrel nut that won't blow up, but it is what it is. Hey, you all do your own thing.
Even though they're kind of goofy, I still like pistols like this that have the brace on them. And,
these are legitimately super nice to shoot. If you've never shot this type of stuff,
I would just say
it's so good.
If you're gonna have one of these,
the
coolest way to have one of these is if it's full auto. That would be the coolest way.
I have
it set up like this.
I gotta shoot a Glock with a switch on it, and man, is that shit fun. But what I will say is, we should probably also take a note of that Waffle Mag. That is a Waffle Mag 2.0. That is a Glock.
That is right there.
It is the Glock one, and it is probably the best Glock mag, you can a 3-pin Glock mag. You
They
can
are
do for
really solid.
they are quite solid and probably one of the better extended ones. If you're gonna go for an extended Glock mag, I would recommend this one. I like what they. Can you zoom in on it? Did they paint it or is this a bamboo?
I can't. I mean, we've got purple, which of course I appreciate purple. That's my color. So I don't know. I don't know if this is. It's a little blurry. It's hard to tell.
It's a little blurry, but if you did paint that, that's a lot of dedication. I appreciate that a lot. If it's a bamboo, that came out pretty nice. Hopefully you don't get your files leaked, but to each their own.
Yeah, I heard about that. We need to. I guess we need to start looking for another fast printer that won't steal your information.
Voron.
All right, let's see. Okay. First pick is on the top is a BRN 180 chambered in 223 Wild, 18.5 inch barrel, has a folding stock and a Geisley trigger. Built on top of a Delton lower. The middle is your dad's Ruger 5.7 chambered in 5.7 by 28. Okay, so it's an AR in 5.7. That's cool. And Glock 19X. So, and the gun, the bottom is that AR-15 chambered in 5.7 by 28. Okay. Uppers is CMMG Resolute. Okay, so yeah. So we got that's the BRN 180. Then we got the pistols. And is this supposed to be that's not like the AR 5.7. If this is chambered in 5.7.
It is.
Well, it's not the one that takes the P90 mag. This one actually takes.
So this is the mags. Dumb one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to be mean to this one.
Why are you going to be mean to it?
Because, well, look. Whenever I see a 16-inch 5.7 rifle, my immediate thought is literally why. The entire purpose of 5.7 is its ballistics out of a shorter inch barrel. When you get a 5.7 rifle that's 16 inches, literally just buy a 5.56 rifle. There is literally no reason to own a 5.7 rifle that is beyond 16 inches. I just don't see it.
Because of the law, AG.
Because of the law. I'm sorry. Put a brace on it then. Put a brace on it and make it a pistol. I'm sorry. I find it silly and goofy.
This is Lang's and his dad's. Okay.
Well, it's a cool enough one. I will mention the Brownell upper there. 223 Wild is probably you should probably, if you are going to build an AR, a 223 Wild barrel is probably the best option.
Yeah, it is.
It's agree. Honestly, it's just a better option if you can do it. There's really no reason not to. I've heard interesting things about the BRN 180. I've heard good things about it, heard bad things about it. I honestly just don't know. I'm not really in the. I kind of want a PSA Jackal a little bit more, but there is a cool. One of my boys, Gunsmith Logan on Twitter. He is working on a bullpup version of this one right here, the Brownell 180. And according to him, the Brownell 180 is probably the best option for that, of a fun, it's going to happen at some point. So he's already posted. I'm not leaking this anymore. But he is.
Oh, sorry. I do agree. Allosaurus Jack, 5.7 would make a good varmint rifle. I think it would make a good varmint rifle. The idea here is you get something that is basically ridiculously easy to shoot. Kind of like if you had an AR chambered in 22, but with a little more power behind it. I think that's kind of what the idea is here.
Well,
and I appreciate that. And honestly though, if you really want to get into it, building this is kind of a flex because 5.7 is expensive.
Well, it's gotten cheap. It's gotten a lot cheaper. But when he bought this thing, because let's be real, I know when these came out, this is a mistake. You, my friend, know that this is a mistake. Are you really proud of this one? You're proud of this because it's older.
Exactly. I'm assuming Lang. He's saying it was for his dad. So I'm assuming maybe his dad's a little bit older. So you get a little older, you get something that's easier. It's more power than the 22, and it's easier to shoot.
It's an AR-15, and you could just make it 5.56, and congratulations, now you have a full power rifle. Just make it. I mean,
his dad is proud of it. That's what matters.
Okay, it's okay, but you want me to review things. All right, fine. I'll just
it's a review, not a roast. You don't got to go too hard on them.
I'm sorry. I just look. Right, we're both autistic about guns, so
here's
the
BR 180 again. This is part of the reason why I want a BR 180.
I do like the Brownells one.
Gotta have. Cool. I want an AR with the folding stock.
It is.
I'm tired of buffer tubes.
So For me, I'm torn between this and the AR or the PSA Jackal.
The Jackal is
That
also
being
very
said,
cool.
though, is if you ever seen the IWI Carmel, that is the Jewish version of exactly this one, and it is actually fantastic.
All right, yeah, I
I
know you love those Israeli guns.
I stand with Israel, and I'm going to be honest. I don't think they're going far enough. I don't care if it's a hospital or a school or anything. I think the Israelis can do more and keep pushing.
Remember, you're on my channel, AG. You're not on your channel.
I'm so sorry. Let's go on to the next one.
We got another one with no information, but so
Can you zoom in on the drink on there?
I
What is that drink?
I can't do what y'all are submitting like low resolution photos.
What is that duct tape on the grip? What is this garbage? Okay.
That's some okay. That is some kind of this like the camo wrap that kind of like clings to itself. You can wrap on
What
stuff.
is that optic on there, dear?
That is some kind of printed lower. What I don't know what is up with that with that grip.
Is this the side? Oh shit! This is the. Oh, this is the This is that. I can't remember the AR, but it's like an AR that has the HK slap on it. Crap.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. You can see it near the front.
Yeah, it's a Foxtrot mic AR. Yeah, it's a Foxtrot mic AR.
Right, okay.
So it is one of those AR uppers that has. Oh God! And did you 3D print the grip of the stock? Is that a 3D printed lower on there?
I can see the
Is this
pin.
a U bar?
It's some kind of print that you got to cover it up. Why'd you cover up the lower?
He's ashamed of it, is what he is. Wow. All right. There's a lot of things going on for this one, my friend. So I had a friend of mine tell me about the Foxtrot mic AR upper, and that thing it's not as good as you'd like them to be for like a couple things,
Yeah.
but for most people, you're buying it because it looks cool and you want the fun, HK slap and stuff.
I mean, that is really satisfying.
It is satisfying on an AR upper. Yeah, you're clearly turning heads. This is
very
going to totally
much-
turn heads because I can't see anything going on here.
I appreciate just the absolute chaos energy of this. Like,
yeah, digital light vision.
like the person who built this, you're either doing really great mentally or you're doing really bad mentally. It's one of the two. Like you're either doing really great or really bad. So I hope this is the really great one, and you're just being as goofy as possible with this because I appreciate the energy here.
I appreciate the background on this thing. This is really cool. I didn't realize it was 3D printed lower, except for the terrible duct tape grip.
The Candy 6 really sells the chaos.
The what is the grip on that thing?
I have no idea what that grip is.
See, no. The only place I've seen that throws on like it looks like almost like one of those weird like Cali compliant grips, which even makes it funnier. Of like you got the hood like electrical tape over your grip for literally no reason. I only see that shit in like the hood on like crappy revolvers. So
it's fantastic. I wish you had given us some information, whoever you are.
But it's cool. It's a cool build. I like it.
So we got BB19
Broken Bullets 19. Okay,
and
yeah.
PLA Pro. Now this
Is
look how clean that print is, dude.
Dear God, that is
Look
a
at that.
Bamboo A1. So yeah, Broken Bullets. There's a lot of cool stuff. I actually built. I right now have printed out his Invader version. Is that a Timney trigger or is that a knockoff eBay trigger that is absolute garbage?
Bro, with the way,
but
the fact that they have a bamboo and the way this thing looks, that's
probably the cheap garbage one. I got
no, it's probably not. That's the thing.
Wait a second, slow yourself down here. We have a super chat, my
Oh,
friend.
we do.
And I
Let's
think
see.
you should read it.
Thanks for the super chat, Banjo Bob. Does AG know a good side charger upper that does not cost an arm and a leg?
The answer is
No.
yes, but the answer is also no because that is just yes. I do know that don't cost a chart or an arm and a leg, and the answer is well. Actually, wait, no, they just don't exist. My bad.
If you get a Bear Creek Arsenal upper,
and you replace every single internal and everything about it, yes, it can. Oh, someone said that the Daewoo. That is wonderful, except good luck finding one.
Okay.
Yes, the Daewoo would have been fantastic if you were aware of it when it was like being imported. But
I just want to say,
go
like,
ahead, talk about it.
I would say this thing. It doesn't necessarily really jump out at you because it's all black, but that's also part of the appeal of this is because you cannot tell this is a printed lower. This looks like a really cool, like, I don't know, this doesn't even look like that. It is so clean and so well done.
This is a broken bullet. Yeah, this is a broken bullets design. And broken bullets. I'm not sure if he mentions this, but his stuff is clearly inspired a lot by like a lot of the Strike Industries stuff. And this is like pretty much one of like the Strike Industries like frames are some of the they're really hard to find nowadays, but they are some of my favorite ones I've ever held. And it's clear that's what he was going for. And the print on this one is actually just phenomenal.
Absolutely.
This is just a really, really good print. I can't tell the slide on there. Probably, is that a Strike Industries slide maybe? It could be. But it is, he does really cool things. If you guys don't know who Broken Bullets is, yeah, be sure to check out his Odyssey page. He does a lot of cool designs, but that is a fantastic picture. I didn't even recognize that was printed except until I saw BB19, which I know that's a Broken Bullets design.
Now this one, this next one doesn't have a description, but it doesn't really need one.
Okay. So whose grandpappy is the one that Now, your grandpappy had a lot of fun and brought you back a lot of souvenirs, or your grandpappy, is one of the ones that doesn't like to talk about his life in the 40s.
Now, so, I don't know if it is, but I choose to believe in my heart of hearts that this thing still works.
Is this, well, I mean, this is before the end of, like, there should be, in theory, grandfathered in.
Yeah, I choose to believe in my heart of hearts that this thing is fully functional. That is my head canon for this canon.
Auf der Heiden blutend ein Clown Blumen. Yeah, no. So what I would say with this one is I love this in Call of Duty World at War. I have no opinion on this beyond that because, of course, I have not shot one of these. I've never handled one of these. I've never actually seen one of these. God forbid did I think I was going to see one of these today. If this was yours, if you live in the Texas region, feel free to send me a DM. Let's go meet up one day. But these are really cool. I believe these are electrically ignited as well. We're starting to see some people kind of go back to that type of thing. And
the
gun community.
The Panzerfaust, I think it is.
There's a couple of people that are starting to go with this, the electrically ignited stuff. But this shocker, the Operation Paperclip and its implications have been a lot for the U.S. But this is a fantastic one. All right, you're cool. We got that. All right, you're a pretty cool guy.
Flexing.
You got some cool things.
All right, let's see. For this, the only thing we said is foregrip and offset sight in the mail. That is the only information we have. It kind of speaks
for. So you're a man who has too much money. Okay.
Kind of speaks for itself.
Can you zoom in? Is that a Vortex Razor on there?
It's a.
Right. Oh, okay. So you're poor. Okay, so you're poor.
No. I
see. So you spent all your money on the scar itself. Okay.
All the money went to the scar. That is true. But
all I can add to this one is, so someone asked, "Hey, is there a good side charging AR upper?" Well, some would say, "Oh, that's a scar." I have a bad news for you, my friend. If you live in the U.S., you are not buying the FN scar. You are buying FN America scar, which will break very, very easily if you put a suppressor on it. So, my friend, please put a suppressor on yours and void your warranty. Congratulations, you spent $4,000 on basically a PSA or worse PSA jackal. At least you saved. At least you're skimped out on the optic there. So good job. But yeah, no, it's a scar. It's a scar. Yeah, it cost you a lot of money. We know.
You can tell how jealous he is by how hard he's going against this one.
We haven't shilled PSA enough. You are correct, my friend. We have the ACR at home.
Got to continue to shill PSA, of course. I believe. This
sneaky. Okay, let's see sneaky.
Yeah. Hope you like my submission. It still has the ad for the reliability fix on top, and it is none other than the Zip 22.
Okay. Hopefully Sneaky's still here.
We've got the wonderful little bayonet on it. Extended magazine.
Well, we have this is truly a okay. I don't know what else we can add here.
I want to own one of these.
The best one on there. Yeah, throw an O light on there too, so you can have a nice little grenade launcher on
I want to own one of these just because of the history and the memes behind this thing.
It's
fantastic.
It is legitimately as bad as you think it is. Mr. Snow has one of them, and he's told me, it's like, it is as bad as you think it is. It's, yeah.
Sneaky says it's more reliable than his Tech 9.
Well, that's not saying much, because I know Tech 9s aren't really that good either. The Tech 9 is actually really good, because of course it is. It's a modern version of a Tech 9 with all the fixes that you need.
Sneaky's gun collection never ceases to amaze me, just because all the unusual stuff he has. I think it was when I did gun review with Sleepy Project, he submitted a fucking Calibri.
Yeah,
like the little 2mm clip. Yeah,
he has the most ridiculous gun. I know what you mean. Of like, he said. By the way, if you notice the little charging handle, you recognize? You know how to charge this thing, right? How to
it's the little thing up front where the barrel is.
Yeah. You put your finger
up
in
near
front of the barrel. Yep, remember, this is the company that made the USAS, the USAS 12. What a really cool gun. They decided this is how they kill their company. That's how you kill a company in one gun.
Let's see, so concealed carry and home defense rifle. Let's see the concealed carry first.
Oh, okay. We have a man of culture here right now. So I hope he is. Ooh, so that has to be an M&P. Can you zoom in? Is that a 2.0 or is that an OG M&P? I think. That must be one of the original ones, I can tell, because the way the texturing on it is not as good. And you also have the goofy ass extended mag on there, which means it's probably not a plus. And you've also swapped your trigger to a more traditional blade style trigger. I have an M&P shield, so allow me to be autistic about this real quick.
Okay,
you have a TLR6 on there. The TLR6, I think, is a legit. So if I was going to upload one, it would have been my M&P Shield Plus with the TLR6.
It would have been this basically.
It would have been this, except the thing is, he is, I think, an original M&P Shield, which was like okay at its time. It kind of got outclassed by basically the SIG P365, which he has directly right there. That is the original Shield was okay, but it wasn't that good. The Plus is by far the best version of the M&P Shield. If you are going to buy an M&P Shield, so if you like kind of the 1911 grip angle and you kind of enjoy that type of it's a good feeling gun. The M&P Shield Plus is one of my favorites. Now, the P365 is a weird position. It's a weird gun for me. I will just say it right now. Now, he also has the thumb safety on the the P365. That is actually one of the best thumb safety carry guns I've had, because it's the 1911 one where you can almost index your thumb on there. It feels really nice and it's a good place, almost like a thumb rest. But that being said, the P365 has one of the worst, god-awful, mushiest triggers I've ever shot, especially because he has got one of the original curvy ones. But for some, cruel irony that God just wants to insult me with, I can outshoot I got to shoot.
I saw that's where you shoot better with crappy.
Someone just let me borrow theirs, and we had those 7 plates of steel targets, and I just magged up. I was one, bing, 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 just instantly knocked all of them down, and just kept mag dumping on the main the final steel target.
So you shoot better with the crappy triggers than the good triggers.
100% of the worse the gun is the better I am, because the shield now the shield 1.0. The horrible hinge trigger actually probably was better for me, but the new one is actually a legitimately good trigger where there's a nice defined wall, and people do like that. I always just, whenever I feel a good trigger, I always just anticipate a jerk, which is just a terrible habit. I know that's easily fixable by more training, but what you can, by the way, from what you notice on the magazine extension, so he has a magazine extension on a magazine extension. That is probably a Shield 1.0, because dear God, why would you ever want that? That's probably about 12 rounds, which, if you don't know, that is the original one, the first mag extension on there. That would be 12 rounds or 13 rounds. So this has to be a plus, a 0.1. I like what you got here going on. I'm sorry I was being too autistic about this, but chances are you probably are using that. The P365 probably more. In all honesty, you're probably smart to do that. I will say the TLR6 on the Shield is just one of the better looking ones out of all of them, especially the Plus, because it just blends in perfectly with it. But yeah, no, I'll let you go ahead and have your autism while I go pee.
Well, yeah, no, it's a good thing that AG is here because I'm not as autistic about handguns as he is. So it's a good thing that he's here. So.
So someone mentioned that's a Vortex red dot. Thank you for fixing that. Dear God, just buy a better optic. Dear God, like even buy the SIG optic on there. Vortex ones are garbage.
All right, well, if you're gonna pee, then go.
Okay, yeah, go pull this one up.
Now, you say like home defense rifle? Is that what you said you're using this for? Now, those of you that know me, you know, I am not the biggest fan of bullpups. I'm a bit of a certified bullpup hater. But, you know, I mean, from what I understand, the Tavor is not terrible. You know, you got it set up nice. I don't know why you have like I guess maybe is that supposed to be an LPVO or just a scope? I don't know why you would have that on a home defense rifle. Personally, like I have a red dot on mine.
Oh.
But yeah. AG saw the Israeli gun. He's excited now.
We'll upvote to that. You know, when does the narwhal bacon, my fellow Redditor? But I'm sorry, you're just horribly wrong on this one. This is the Matador. Oh wait, oh god, what he just did on this one. If I remember correctly, this is the free float barrel on this one. This man spent a lot of money on this one. I can already tell. But yeah. He attached a free float barrel on this thing, which now makes the gun basically fixes it.
That's good. That's good then.
Yeah, it fixes a lot of the accuracy issues people have on this gun. Now this person spent a lot of money on this Tavor. I can tell you right now on that. He also has the original. Oh, what is it? The fuck? It's like the saber grip on it. It's a pointless grip on there. I'm going to say, like, yeah, you can get the normal one, like the traditional AR one, but why would you do that? You're getting the Tavor. It's way cooler. Is this an X95 or is this actually a Tavor? I think this is probably an X95.
I just want to know, you know, you got this.
I would typically use this as my home defense rifle.
Well, I mean, for a home defense rifle, I put a red dot on it personally. You have this really nice rifle. You know, even as a bullpup hater myself, I know this is a nice rifle. And I'm sure you want to show this nice rifle off. Please, next time, let's do a little something about that.
Yeah, let's sweep up our floor a little bit. But
beforehand,
that's an OG Tavor. So this is his gun, and okay, so we see it's S Price is his gun, and so this is the original Tavor. Oh my God, I have so many wonderful questions about this thing. But you have done a lot on this thing, and someone said, "Oh, would you get why you spent all that much money and you didn't buy a VHS?" The VHS is garbage. There's a reason why every single YouTuber that bragged about it sold it. Did you know that part? You probably didn't, now did you? But all the YouTubers that bragged about it sold it. That is the Tavor is truly one of the only bullpups that have actually been battle tested and everything. I mean, look right now in Israel, they're constantly fighting Palestinians, and the Tavor is always being tested. So it's a fantastic rifle.
It is getting a lot of field tests. That's true.
It is by far a good one. I would say I would change that for a red dot myself. I mean, if you're going to go with the Israeli gun, you might as well throw a Metro Light on there, or at least a Hollow Sun or something. But I like what you're doing there, my friend. You did a good job. I would change out the scope on there and put a red dot. But yeah,
all right, so I like it. We got a funny description. It's an LP PDW, which I think that's the low point PDW. I think with a folding brace, a Picatinny sight mount running like a $30 reflex sight I got at a sports store. So
okay, let's go.
This is going to be fun.
I see someone saying budget 100% Tavor, 0% vacuum.
Oh, come on, load the rest of the way picture.
I can already tell where this is going. I see art right here. What are we doing? What else can we add to this beautiful work of art here?
I think you have done an impeccable job. Like, just look at the quality of the paint job on that.
Oh God, did you rattle? Oh, it's a
look at the quality of the paint job on that slide.
Oh, you have one of those optics. I guess someone went to the academy near their house. All right.
Yep.
Hey, well, it's not frame mounted, so that means it's easier to have your follow-up shots, like a scene. Well, that's what all the competition kids are doing nowadays.
See this other picture. Oh, there it is, folded up. Yep, it folds up to be good and compact. So that's
nice and compact. You never know, and you need to unfold it, right?
It's a great thing about the low point PDW.
Like the Boy Scouts, always be prepared. That's always what they say, right?
I actually really want to print a low point just because of how goofy it is, but I'm not buying one from High Point to take it apart. I'll have to find a crime gun for cheap.
Well, did you see when High Point linked everyone every gun parts?
No. Oh, they did?
Yeah, they said, "Hey guys, we got parts kits," and they just linked every gun part.
Well, thanks for the super chat, Tequila Boy. Shout out to my favorite weebs, JMeZZ. You're killing it, AG. Hurry up and get Masada Slim.
Oh, the Masada Slim is a fantastic. Masada Slim. Thank you, Tequila Boy. I'll mention this right now too because he gave us $5 for this. But the Masada Slim is probably one of my favorite carry guns. But the issue is you can never find them in stock. I've only found them in like gun shows, and they always get sold because for some reason they use CZ mags. So CZ 7510 folio mags. It will fit your Masada Slim, and it is basically a very slim, compact carry gun. I love it a lot. The issue is it's just hard to find.
Yeah. Let's go to the next entry. Poison Sumac in Polymaker CF9. Base Polymaker.
Yeah,
we love Polymaker.
They've been winning the crime scene investigation.
They have. And, I really want to do a Mac build at some point. And this one is one of my favorites just because of the drum mag. So
this is a Suomi drum mag, which, by the way, I think you could still pick them up for like under 100-ish. But these are rather good. I'm not. By the way, I'm going to also acknowledge you printed the 1911 style grips on this, so kudos to that. I'm giving you a nice little clap on that. This is a nice build. I don't like. If you're going to be running this without a brace or anything on the back of it, I would just lower down. I would use the lower co-witness optic or mount on the SIG MSR. I don't like the unnecessary height over bore when you are not going to be even shouldering it.
That's fair.
But that's just like that's such a minor critique on this.
That's true. It is missing a muzzle device, but almost every time I see a Mac build, it's missing a muzzle device. So
I mean, we're not acknowledging the cool ass car in the background either, but
that's probably you got a nice workshop going on here.
That's probably where all the money went. But I will say, this is a pretty nice build. The print seemed to come up pretty clean. Is this carbon fiber, I think, right?
Yeah, they said.
So yeah, you made a pretty good one.
Probably carbon fiber nylon.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna be using this for a while. I like this a lot. My only thing is, I don't know. I always prefer a lower, like, put a brake on the front of it, and then get a nice like a lower profile. I guess a lower co-witness mount on it. That's just my opinion on the Mac. But
the second photo is a Takedown Galileo 1022 in Polymaker PLA Pro White and Teal. Again, base Polymaker.
Is this Teddy? I wonder. It probably is. This is beautiful. It comes out really nice.
Flexing the car in this picture too.
Yeah, no, this is very much a cool car. I think I know who this is. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. But yeah, no, your print came out wonderful. This is a fun 1022 takedown. These are just fun guns to own. If you've never had
22s are just 22 in general is just fun to own.
Yeah, it's Teddy. It's Teddy. Yeah, I know. It's Teddy's here, MC. I know who he is. I recognize this one. I do like the bubblegum color scheme, so I do like the color combo. These are just really fun guns. I have been meaning to get one of these, or at least the issue with a lot of the 1022s are, I know how much they should be. They cost too much now, for my opinion, but I don't want to spend like $400 on one of these. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places.
Chef brings up a good point, AG. I got to ask this: what would this gun taste like, in your opinion? If you just bit into it, what would it taste? What would it taste?
Like? I'm not a Marine, but I can probably I can ask one of my Marine friends. I'm assuming it tastes like bubble gum.
You're getting bubble gum from this color?
Let me go sniff some toxic fumes real quick to get my inner Marine out. But I'm gonna say yes, it tastes like bubble gum.
See, I was thinking more like a toothpaste taste. So they're saying cotton candy, Baja Blast.
Baja Blast would be nice.
Saltwater taffy, mint, sea salt ice cream. There's a few options in there.
A lot of people have.
I was thinking toothpaste.
We have a creative bunch here. I'm glad to see we have a pretty good chat going on. I like this chat. Everyone, this is a good chat.
All right, so we got several apparently German self-loading rifles from World War II. From left to right is a G41M, a G41W, and a G43. So more German, old German guns. So it's,
oh god, okay.
Self-loading, so that's like, I guess, early semi-automatic. So.
Oh, do you know the exact name on it? So it's a G41 Mauser. It was actually the most comfortable to shoot out of the three, less recoil than an M1 Grand. I believe that, while also throwing brass into the stratosphere. Completely believe that. So this falls into this wonderful category of guns I have no knowledge on, but will take your word on. Oh, it's a German Mauser. Oh, yes, we so know the German engineering is the best engineering. So, I
old German guns are cool.
They are cool. All I could say is, yes, this is awesome. I'd love to get this. Yeah, I see the SVT 40 out of frame also there. That is interesting. So whoever this is, again, dear God, if you could just show me the point, like I just, it's hard for me to care about these outside of video games, really, for me.
Sneaky wants to say $25K worth of guns right there.
Yes, I believe Sneaky when he says this, because these are old. When you go to collector prices, things like value no longer matter, so because these are collector guns. These are collector guns. Yeah. If you have no investment towards these guns, these are worthless to us. But if you are a collector, yes, this could easily cost like $25,000 for each one, really, if you wanted to go that route.
So
because collector guns are silly.
Yeah, despite not being, the most into knowing all the history of old guns and stuff, I will say, I do appreciate the fact you can tell these things have been used a lot, but they're well taken care of. But man, it's just every time I see something like this, I just want if that thing could talk. If that thing could talk, I would want to know what it would have to say.
They're so thankful that a soldier no longer holds them anymore. Sneaky, I tell me where you are in Texas, and I will gladly join you, my friend. I will. It would be amazing if you don't live that far from me. So I would gladly go shooting with you on these.
So now we got a PSAK 103 by Acura 3X on Twitter. Ignore the band state mag. We will not ignore the band state mag.
Dallas.
We will.
Not that far. Okay.
We will.
Send me a DM, Sneaky.
I'm glad you're able to own this. I'm glad you are.
I see the Romanian dong on there, so pat yourself on the back there, my friend. Oh, is that the knockoff?
Yes, imagine living in a band state. Imagine you just leave. At this point, just leave.
Did he mention the optic on that thing?
He did not.
Okay, so I think that's a knockoff of a Soviet one. That is not. It's not an American optic, but I don't think he actually has the real one on there.
The shopping cart is great too. Yes.
The shopping cart, I will say, it adds more to the appeal to it. I'm glad to know. Are you, JMeZZ? Are you of the belief of the shopping cart dilemma of you can either return the shopping cart, it takes you no time and effort, but the place is
nice?
Yes,
I know that everyone always loves to talk about the shopping cart dilemma, and yes, I do put my shopping carts back.
Well, okay, glad to know that you are a good person in society. It seems like our friend right over here is not, but I will appreciate the gun.
He took the shopping cart home with him. Maybe. Maybe it was...
hey man, a man's got look. He's got a recyclables in there too. He's just trying to make a little for himself, But I will say I believe that is a knockoff. That's probably a Chinesium knockoff of a Soviet optic. I do like that a lot. The side folder on there is quite nice as well. I see. By the way, if you want to go back a little bit, do you notice something missing here? Do you notice something missing?
Notice something missing.
You see the side mount there? How it's attached?
Which
now of the optic, you see where it's there. There's nothing attached to it besides the side mount. Now go back to the next picture.
Okay.
What's missing on the gun?
Oh, the optic isn't there.
It's not there. That's what I mean, because I have one of these too. I do like the bayonet. That is a cool bayonet. I will appreciate that. You couldn't slip past the optic for me, but I will say I like the bayonet. It's pretty cool. I like it. The dong is nice. I love Romania myself. As long as the cart, the option of return remains. All right, you're right. Silly there. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that is true.
He can return it.
All All right, so let's see. BCM 14.5 Mark II upper and a Troy lower. Raptor charging handle. Geisley SSA. Silent buffer. ACOG. Is it a real ACOG? Let's see.
Well, we'll see the patent pending. Oh, wait. Can you zoom in on the piggyback? Is that an OG Acro? Oh God, that might be. I think this is a real Acro.
Aim point and an ACOG, yes. So
yeah, that's an Acro. Shit, is that a P2?
This is one of those very subtle flexes.
No, this isn't subtle.
No, it's subtle as in it looks just like it's a black AR. It's a black AR. A normie's not gonna know.
That's an Acro P2. That thing costs $600 alone for the piggy mat.
Yeah. A normie is not gonna know. That's what I mean by a subtle flex. So see this other picture. It'll load.
Well, Sneaky, guess what I have? I have an Acro P2 myself. Yeah, that's an Acro, all right. Yeah, that's an Acro, all right. That's what I thought. Okay, so we zoom in the light. Zoom in the light for me. Is that a rain? Or is it Surefire?
It's just Surefire.
Okay, so that's still like $300, $400.
Yeah.
Okay, so this build alone is probably more than most of us will be willing to spend.
Absolutely, bro. I'm a bargain hunter when it comes to stuff.
This is a build that actually is like useful. You are probably
it's very practical. Very practical.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily practical. It's very tried and true. Of, the ACOG with a piggyback mount is, this is one of the front piggyback mount too, so this is probably one of the better ones. Oh, but that must mean, is this a tritium optic one or is it a battery powered one? I'm sorry, my autism's kicking over.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. It's so bad for you tonight, isn't it?
It's a cool one. But let's go to whoever this is, you know what you're doing. You don't need us to tell you what you're doing in your life. You seem to be doing pretty well in your life too, my friend.
You're doing a lot better than we are.
You're doing a lot better than a lot of us, but it's a good one.
Another entry with no information, but we've got another bullpup.
Oy vey. So, this is... He's got the other handguard on there, which is pretty good. There's a muzzle brake on it.
It's an interesting looking muzzle brake, too.
So what I see notable on this is that's an interesting thing on the bottom of the grip there. I don't know what that is, but I like what he's doing here. And this is a bipod
grip.
That is a abortion of a design, but hey, to each their own. What I will say is what I really do appreciate is I see that the LPVO bro from last time. This is probably what you want for your home defense one, a magnifier red dot, because chances are if you're using for home defense, you're going to probably want that red dot more than you want that LPVO. The LPVO
this is an
MDR. That's awesome. I've actually been curious about buying an MDR myself. This is one of the few MDRs I've seen that don't have like an actual scope on it, so that's interesting. Granted, this is kind of like what I think most people would I think
these are funny because I think like for these, like that's where it yeets the brass out, right? Is that
it does? It does. So it is going to yeet the brass out there. So it's a forward ejecting brass. Actually, I'm curious on how this one like shoots well. I see the goofy ass Strike Industries blast can on there, so I'm glad to see that this is being sold outside the hood. So that's nice to know. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm curious on the MDR. What I'm more interested in is that you put the optic that far back. So you see a little black thing right there. Like you see the little like. Can you zoom in on? Or yeah, right there. You see that little black thing right there?
Near the charging handle.
No. Like right around, like right above there. You see that there's like the Picatinny rail. There's like the FDE, and there's a little black stain in the middle of it.
Yeah, near the charging handle. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that thing. So that actually attaches directly to the barrel. So that is supposed to be where it's always zeroed.
Really?
So like you could attach, like I believe they usually attach like a micro dot there, because like it's so when you swap barrels, it's like always zero to the barrel, right? That's something that I'm curious of why you just didn't do that. But hey, I don't own an MDR. I'm not sure if it's actually practical or that's just marketing. But yeah,
another entry again. No information. You're not giving us anything here. But we've got.
I think we can already tell where this one's going. Okay, so you went to. This is a BCA Okay, well at least you got a cool Magpul grip on there. That
Why-
is the
why
MFT
is-
stock on there.
Why would you put a BCA upper on an arrow lower?
Because some people just don't understand how, like, I'm not even gonna bother with this. But okay, is that a printed foregrip on there?
I can't.
No, it's a Magpul one. That's a Magpul
hard
one.
to tell,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm just gonna tell you this right now, my friend. Is this a side charger? This has to be. Wait.
I mean, yeah, it's got to be. See, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
side
BCA side charger.
Okay, so I see what you're doing here, my friend. Chances are this is a this is a joke upper you have on there that you just threw on for like to make fun of us with us. In which that case, I respect that. I hope to God you are actually using this thing.
Let's see. Next one started as an SNW MP15. Now is an Expo Arms handguard, B5 system stock and grip, Geisley buffer and spring. Yotech XPS3 of Vortex magnifier on UD mounts, dead air, flash hider, HRF concepts, magwell cover, LaRue flatbow trigger, surefire light with HRF pressure pad, angle mount, and a Subway Gear UHP PEG 15 clone, BCM foregrip, rail wrap from Luna Industries, and a sling from Nola Nobody. That is a lot of stuff.
Somo gear. Oh, this is a man of culture. I see. Okay.
All of that gear, and this is the picture you took, though.
Yeah, all that gear, and you
Hold
didn't
on,
have a camera.
Let me look at the other picture. Let me look at the other picture. That's that one's better. That's a bit better.
A little better. Okay, I see the Gold Corp sticker on there. So you went to Dynex's store there. Hopefully you use coupon code /AG. I mean, JMeZZ.
JMeZZ.
Yeah, I see the magnifier on there. I like the Gold Corp sticker on there. It's kind of cool, I guess. You got your is that a Unity Riser? It probably is a Unity Riser. And so the big thing with the Sampa gear on there, by the way. So go to the fake PEC on the front, because that's really the real interesting part of this one, because this is where actually I'm interested myself. So the Satma gear, if you don't know anything, you probably of course you don't know about night vision. Neither do I, but I like following this.
Yeah, I'm too broke to know. I'm too broke to even think about knowing about
the reason
night
why people buy these things are because, look, when you buy a civilian night vision, like PEC, the thing is, you're limited by the FDA, not the ATF, the FDA. The laser can only be this strong. But according to a lot of the Chinese manufacturers, they just don't give a shit. And they will just give you, like, beyond full power, like, IR lasers. Like, the stuff that will, like, burn, like, holes through, like, walls and shit.
That's fantastic.
To the point where, like, if you're using them under night vision, like, it almost becomes, like, too bright. That's why these Satma gear ones are so fascinating. This is a good build, by the way. This is someone who probably uses nods. Oh yeah. You don't need me to tell you have a good build. You got a flag like you. This is a night vision build. This is the person that is building night vision build.
This dude has a full kit with a ballistic helmet and nods and everything. Like I already know. Yeah. You already know.
Yeah, no, that's why he bought this. That is 100% what this build is. If he doesn't, then he's planning on buying nods. So cool build. You don't need us to tell you that. I'm going to give you. I'll give you the affirmation you need. All right, bro. Cool build.
All right, we've got a whole novel here. Let's see, personal AR build, standard stuff, cheap LPVO, rail flashlight, custom painted stock and side panels. Usual Magpul furniture. Blue AR is a project build for Blue Archive based one. Oh, I haven't. Don't you play that game? For one of the characters named. Sorry, I made it look closer as I could. The second image is your first rifle bot being an SKS with a funny rail mount for 3x optic.
Oh, wait, this person built a Sayori build. Okay, pull this one up, actually.
As for the 2 shotguns, semi-autos, in addition, some cheap used Turkey shotgun I got for $250. It runs well. Bought it as a meme to compete with your homie's Beretta A300. For Mag area, I'm making a custom paint job for a VTuber, watch named Sheena from Face Connect. Based, I poke my head in Sheena's stream every once in a while.
Okay, it's at Fiesky Modus. Okay, yeah. I knew who it was. All right, I figured who this was.
All right, so let's look at this first one. All right, I'm guessing this is the one that's supposed to be the Blue Archive one, which that is
no. The Blue Archive one's on the back. All right, so I'll mention this one because me and Fury Atomic have gone back and forth on this exact one. If you want to zoom in the one in the back a little bit. So what I liked about Sayori's build is it's 100% of like what you would imagine a poverty lower. It's basically like a Magpul. The MOE stock is proper in this one. The MOE upper like handguard is stock like right on this one. Now, the only thing that he didn't do properly on this one is he didn't get the proper engravings on there. Understandable. In fact, Fear Atomic has been like struggling on that one for a long time. And you don't have the Romeo 4 on there, which in all honesty, it's a terrible optic. The MSR is probably closer to what it should be. I respect that a lot. Actually, I really like that one a lot. That is a cool build right there. I do like that a lot. Because I've been working on that one myself.
Isn't that one of like the Gun Girl Gacha games? Isn't that what Blue Archive is?
Yes, it is. It is. So unlike Girls Frontline, Blue Archive decided to go a different route where it's cute, and I would argue it has done a much better job than like it's probably has a better fan base than Girls Frontline in that regard. Of like you can tell at one point at a certain point where all the Girls Frontline like artists became Blue Archive artists. So yeah, I will say this is yeah, no, I see FPS or Kivotus right now in the chat. That guy's a cool channel. He does a couple of these build videos. I recommend going to him. Yeah,
he's saying meme all love, so we'll go and look for the one that's supposed to be for Sheena. Is it? I'm guessing it's this bottom one. Does that kind of matches her colors?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed that you didn't post his SKS build or not his Mosin build, which is one of the most cursed things I've ever seen that I personally love with a passion. I sent them to a couple of my other friends. He bubbled a Mosin to match one of the characters that like it's not that bad, but it's beautiful. Of like, yeah,
well, he's saying he can't post it anywhere else apparently.
Oh, that's sad. But yeah, the Mosin one, I love the Mosin one. It was great. But yeah, I like that build. I'm curious to see how the Sheena one goes.
Yeah, I mean, like I think she's actually talked on stream about how she has a shotgun, so that's probably why you chose to make that.
I like Sheena. Is Sheena the hag one?
Yes, she
I
is.
like Sheena actually. Sheena's actually. I like her. I like her
the really small one.
Yeah, no, I do like Sheena, actually. I will say, I've watched a couple of Sheena streams. I like Sheena. I'm always a lurker, though, so I will never actually tell anyone anything. But I'm a lurker.
Let's see. Suppress Turkus MP5K clone, the rugged Obsidian 45 suppressor. A disclaimer, you paid your extortion fees for both. Okay.
Okay, so you paid the,
the extortion fee for, I'm guessing, SBR here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's do you is this a Turk clone?
Yeah, it's a Turkish clone. So
okay, so let's just go to the next one.
Go to the next one. Okay. Probably yeah. Okay. Yep. The Turkish clone with the this is a double extortion fee, right here.
So okay, so actually, the only thing, actually, can you zoom in on the suppressor? Yeah, so that's like the only cool thing about this one. You had a Turkish one. I'm sorry, like I don't know why, like sorry, I'm not going to give Erdogan any more time than he needs to.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're going to get an HK one. That they're not going to sell it to you. So,
I mean, I'd rather just not own one than have to deal with Turkish ones. But okay, yeah, on to the next one for me. I'll let you go for this one. My mechanic's just like a Walther, bro. You don't get it.
I don't know. I think owning an MP5 in general is probably too expensive for you to really care anyway. So. Oh wait, I forgot to read this one. Let's see. Wait. This isn't an original handguard made out of arrow precision upper. Internals all arrow position. Airsoft. Wait, airsoft. What?
Wait. What?
You did not submit an airsoft gun to my gun review,
bro. No,
you did
that's
not. Hold on. Oh, that one's airsoft. You did not submit an airsoft to my gun review.
I think I know who this is.
Who submitted airsoft to my gun review?
I know who this is.
At least you have a real one, but
no. I think I know who this one is. No. I think I know who this guy is. This might be a Mexican military contractor dude who definitely he buys airsoft rigs that match exactly his actual rigs.
I mean, yes, there's the comparison.
If you were watching this, I know you are. I would pat yourself in the back. I think he likes the shitty Girls Frontline character, the shitty cat one that no one likes. I think it's like
IDW. I played Girls Frontline a little bit.
Yeah, it's Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
It's totally Captain Crunch. I'm like 99% sure it's Captain Crunch.
Imagine submitting airsoft to gun review.
No, I respect him.
I get what he's going. I get what he's going for now. He's matching it to the real one. I get it.
I will not leave her alone. I like that guy. He's awesome. So yeah, I know. I haven't talked to him much, but I will say every time I interact with him, he's awesome.
Okay, this
He's
one,
a really cool dude.
I think this one will be funny. Drunk bid. You can guess the rest of the story. Okay.
Okay, well, don't worry, FP Best Kimonos. Yeah, someone else will manage to bubble something worse than you. Okay, zoom in a little bit more, can you?
I can't. It's another crappy picture. I can't zoom in on it. Oh my god. Oh, let me look at the other picture.
Oh boy. Oh, it just gets worse the more I look at this one. Wow. Okay. Oh.
I don't really have anything to say.
Is that an Arisaka?
I cannot tell what it is. I mean, it's an older gun.
Is that an Arisaka? I think it's an Arisaka. Oh no.
Underneath all that paint, I can't tell what it is anyway.
It's not even a muslin. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Just take it in for another couple seconds. Just take it in.
Go to the other one.
Take it in.
That's just.
And it's gone.
It's
gone.
Just a.
You never have to see it again.
you monster.
Let's see what this one says. Optics.
If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, be sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Press that notification bell.
All of that crap. Yes. I stream like 5 days a week, so it's not always this, but you get plenty of shenanigans.
We're having fun today. Okay.
Optics.
It's all good, but...
Vortex Venom 3 MOA dot Spitfire 5X Prism. Saying thank you to PSA. Let's see. To do a sling. Any suggestion for a 2-point? I mean, you could just get like a Magpul sling. They're not bad. Remove hand stop and put a last segment. Okay, so this is your to do list. Okay, well, let's see what you actually have. Okay.
Okay, it's rather normal.
It's normal.
Nothing too crazy.
OD green based.
Yep. I don't really see much to add to this one. Of like, you got a pretty good base here. It's a work in progress, but honestly, it's pretty good.
Put a sling on it, put a flashlight on it, and you're good to go.
Pretty much. Yeah, what's the next one?
Oh,
yeah,
we got it.
It's a cool build.
Yeah.
Is that piggyback optic on there?
Oh yeah, it looks like
All right. Well, yeah. Interesting your priorities there. But yeah. Whatever.
Sling and a flashlight. That's what you need.
Honestly, yeah, pretty much.
Personal SBR Miami Vice Uzi. Yes, it's real. No, it's not an airsoft gun. Thank you for clarifying. Very basic and kind of meh. First build, PSA polished trigger, lower parts get lower milled on a manual mill. It's a pain in your ass. Upper is a BCM Blim 16-inch 223 wild barrel. The ballistic advantage. Didn't want to wait for aeroshell. Used anti-seize instead in a manner not indicated by label. Okay. Well, let's see that. I want to see. I like this Uzi. I like this Uzi.
My only problem with the Miami Vice thing is like, my only problem with it is like, yeah, the upper is like cool and all, but like, why did you stop? Also, I see you have the no game station on your right, and I see the Cooler Master. I see the Cooler Master half X on your left. That is either a NAS build or you have a cool build yourself, my friend. I respect that PC case. I wish I can get one myself. But yeah, I'm glad to see you have the no game station. You're right. If it is a NAS, I bet that's probably taking care of most of your shit. But yeah.
Hey, Cindy in the chat. Yeah, of course, she would show up right at the time we got this on the screen. Every time I show a colorful gun, she complains about it. I like it though. It's got that goofy energy. I like it. All right, let's look at this other picture. Oh, you got a bayonet on it too.
You got a bayonet on. Although I will appreciate the bullshit like coupled mags there. And now also I do see you have a 50 cal bullet with the the bottle opener on there. I got one of those too. Those are nice. All right, yeah, I like what you got going on here.
It's fun. It's a fun build. It's a fun build.
Do you want to show her the quick Arisaka?
Let's pull that up.
Okay,
let's pull this up again. Here's one side. Here's the other side.
I'm moving up the whiskey, my friend.
Take it in. Take it in.
I'm going to whiskey right now.
It's gone.
I'm going to whiskey.
It's gone now.
I'm going to whiskey.
All right, let's
Are we
see.
at 2 hours yet? We're about to get a lot more unhinged real soon. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the stream.
Yeah, we may, if we want to get to all of these before you have to go do stuff, we may need to try to speed through the rest of these.
We got these. We're good. We're good. All right.
My
whiskey is kicking in now. We're going to whiskey
low
now.
bar 9, nothing special, but it's mine. I like to show off your stuff. Also, a low shelf version of the U bar 9. Well, if it is yours and you own it, that is good.
This is Firebird then.
Owning a gun is always based.
Do you know what low shelf means though? Do you know the importance?
Yes,
of
I know
it.
I know what low shelf means. It means you can do a lot of fun things with it. You can have
extra fun. You can do a lot of extra fun things with it. Yes.
And you know, a lot of people rag on AR9s, but I like AR9s because of the existence of low shelf AR9s. So I like this. It's very simple. You should totally print like a purple lower sometime though. Try that color out. Great color.
I like the red. But I mean, I do like the blast can on there. AR9s are fun. Oh, we have more fellow Texans on here. Yeah, no, it's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. I can agree, my friend, too, and that's why I'm switching to whiskey. Yeah, I do like this one. It's a fun one. Honestly, AR9s are fun builds. That being said, if you don't make them an SBR or a pistol, of course, they're kind of useless. I don't like the 16-inch. The only reason why you do a 16-inch is because you're trying to shoot competitions, and the PCC division forces you to
if you want to have something like this, it's got to fit in a backpack. Like that's the whole role of it. It's a backpack gun, so it's got to be.
Well, they're just fun guns. I will say that.
Let's see, matching P80 builds. Cerakoted myself for the first time.
Oh, this is interesting.
Way too much on parts, going crazy because why not?
I hope it's like. I hope it's atrocious. It'd be really funny if it's like a toddler's first one, but I bet it's probably going to be good.
Feel low.
The anticipation is killing me.
Okay.
Oh, you did a good job, bro. Okay,
that is gorgeous.
You did a good. I was hoping that you were going to make this horrible, but nah, this is. Wait, which one's the P80?
Yeah, P80s, and
which one's the P80? He said
he said matching P80s, right? Matching P80 builds, yeah.
Okay.
That is real nice.
Yeah, you did a good job on this one. Holy shit!
Like great color scheme.
And this is your first job Cerakoting?
First time Cerakoting. That's
a good one.
That is incredible. What do you mean take notes on this one? I do a good job too. You shut your mouth.
That is a rather good one. Let
me look at this other picture. Is it the same too? Yeah.
Yeah. I would say the first picture looks nicer, but the skull.
Oh no!
You left some points on there for me, but like, I mean, aside from that, the rest of this was really nice. If I didn't see that skull, I would have said you did a really good job. Yeah. Go to the next one, please, before I have to look at it any longer. You
get a 90 out of 100 because of the skull.
I didn't see it anymore. Wow, that was such a good build. Let me drink some more so I forget about that. That was really good.
Let's see. Second about Otter Creek Lab Suppressor, Landtech Dragon Kimo Brake, Harris Bipod, Superlative Arms Adjustable Gas Block, Faxon 18-inch S5R stainless steel matched barrel, LaRue quad, handguard BCM, thermal lift over receiver, V7 BCG, knife force. Oh my God, you have just put an entire part to this.
Can you read the novel for me? Okay.
Y'all are right. I mean, I appreciate. I
appreciate it more than anything else. Better than the non-thing.
Better than nothing. But yes, again.
Is it an ACOG knockoff, or is it okay? So he went the side mount on this one, which is quite interesting on this one because with the ACOG you can always go the piggyback route. So this is a good build. This is
of course
good
OD
build.
Green based.
I like the OD Green one, and as you can tell, he's got the QD. So he's got the Q. Oh wait, he didn't use a QD mount up front. I think he's attaching it behind the push pressure plate on the handguard. That's interesting. I like that.
The only thing I can think of is having your angled dot right here above.
It's not going to be a real issue. The problem is like so the.
Well, I know for some people. I mean, depending on how like how the gas is on your AR, like if it's over gassed or not. I've heard of people with their mounted dot right there. I've heard issues with ejection. I don't know personally. I've not shot your rifle, but
so what I've seen is like usually the problem with those are like. So if you're if you're at the point of you're using an actual legitimate RMR with an ACOG, like you're probably like serious. Oh, that's a good one. That is that an SPR build? Oh, that
look at that rattle can job.
You built an SPR. Wow, bro. Okay. This is the real one we should be focusing
Yeah,
on. You, my friend, spent a lot of time on this one. And you know what? I'm going to give you the affirmation you wanted to hear when you posted this one. Pat yourself on the back. This is a cool one. You know what you were doing for this one. This is cool. If you know, if no one at the range notices it or cares, I want you to know I notice this and I care. And I think this is cool.
Very, very nicely done. Oh, I see. You wrote 2 novels. That's what we're missing. Okay, you wrote 2. You wrote so much that it made the list go weird. Okay.
That was cool. Like I do like the SPR spill. That was cool.
That was very nice. Rattle canning your guns is based. Rattle can your guns. Like
he built a marksman rifle, and I like that one.
Oh, 3D printed DB9 alloy. I haven't seen that. It's the Mac. Yeah. Polymaker PLA Pro. Polymaker based. Starlight PLA and carbon fiber nylon. FCN3 flash can takes Glock mags. Changes from dark purple to light green depending on light. Well, y'all know I am a fan of purple.
Okay, so the DB alloy is probably now the go-to Mac build. So the nice thing with the DB alloy is, so the problem with the original Mac Daddy was, the Mac Daddy works fine. God forbid you have to take it out, because that is where a lot of the issues. It rarely broke when you actually shot it. It broke when you decided, like, oh, I'm going to take off my Mac upper and swap it, or clean it out.
From what I understand, from what I heard, like one of the big issues was the rear of the gun. Like
so the rear, a lot there. So for me, it's never broken there. But the problem is, whenever I talk to people, the thing is, when it breaks for them is whenever they move it off. So the DB alloy is, so what this one does, and why it's such a special and a better. Why this is basically the best Mac you can build right now is that it puts metal where the weakest parts are of the Mac frame.
Don't you have to use Sencut Sen for that, though?
So you do have to use Sencut Sen. However, of course, if you know how to machine, the information is out there, and you could build this yourself without using Sencut Sen. However, a lot of the parts kits that are being sold are either being CNC'd by people that know what they're doing. But the original one by, DB Firearms, which is the developer who did this, his was originally using Sencut Sen. I'm going to assume that this is a little shinier. This might be from Riptides or Abe's, but a lot of the parts kit vendors and rail guys are now CNCing their own, because you can CNC it. The issue is if you have a CNC machine. But this is probably one of the better Mac Daddy frames. If I were to build a Mac Daddy frame right now, I'd go DB alloy. The print came out really nice. I like what you did here. The brace is pretty good. I like what you did here. The Polymaker, of course, is one of my favorite filaments. You should always use that, of course.
It's the best filament.
The Strike Industries blast, Strike Industries flash cam. Again, thank God for Strike Industries doing more for the black community than anything else. I love them so much.
I do plan, hopefully, if I can. I think is it Aves is doing Mac uppers now, right?
Yeah.
I want to get my hands on one of those eventually and do a Mac build, because I just think it'd be fun. Well, I didn't even, let's see. Simply Huffy on Twitter. Polymaker PLA Pro in green metallic bronze. Okay.
Oh, I know this one. Oh shit. Okay, so this is the 3D printed. Oh crap. It's a 3D printed Remington 500, or not Remington, a Mossberg 500 frame. So the Mossberg 500 frame, if you guys don't know, is aluminum, mostly because all the pressure loading parts of it is basically the bolt and barrel. So the bolt and barrel kind of interface
you slipped a hand picture in there on me. Can't do that. Luckily, I think my model blocked it.
But okay, but the thing is, all the pressure plates, all the pressure area is basically in the bolt and the barrel. So you can. That's why the original Mossberg 500 frame is made out of aluminum, and if you know anything about AR-15 for air lowers, that means the frame really isn't that pressure bearing itself. So that means you can get away with a lot of 3D printing stuff. Now, my only complaint with this, and I'll mention right now because I have the joys of building a 3D printed Mossberg 500, not joys of 3D printed one. I built the Mossberg 500 myself because I had a frame someone gave me. Finding the parts kits for this shit is quite honestly the biggest bitch in the world, where you're just better off just buying a Maverick 88. That is the ultimate problem with this one, is you're just better off buying a Maverick 88, because finding Mossberg 500 parts kits is just awful and abysmal, and I legitimately hated. Betting on someone on eBay for a $50 barrel and tube only to be like outbid at the last second for $500 is just insane to me, and it happened every time. But you can just buy a new one at or what is it, Midwest Industries and everything. But that's not the point. But either way, what you can see though is what you can do with the Mossberg 500. If you have one right now,
AG's bitching aside, this thing looks gorgeous. I like the.
It's a beautiful one. It's a Print Your 2A frame. Print Your 2A. He's a developer. Pretty good stuff. I think he's doing independently, but yeah, it's a cool one. I like Mossberg 500s. If you've never shot a shotgun before, Mossberg 500s, fantastic ones to go with. Maverick 88 even cheaper.
Okay, well this is a interesting description. Mosin Nagant 9130 that I got a bit too silly with.
Oh God, this can. Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see. Well, it's not as bad as I was expecting.
No,
it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Bubba, no.
that poor Mosin has been dragged kicking and screaming into the 21st century. So I'm saying, Bubba, yes.
I mean, like, okay, like this is like if you ever play Metal Gear Solid 3, this is like the end version of the like Mosin Nagant. So like,
yep. Lone Star Schizo is saying that is his. So somehow I knew you were a schizo when I saw the.
It's hardly a Mosin.
For what this is though, I bet it's fun to shoot. I'm not gonna lie. I bet it's fun to shoot.
I mean, I bet it is.
I bet it's very accurate. I bet it's extremely accurate.
If it's using a Mosin barrel, I disagree. But I mean,
yes, officer, that's him.
On to the next one. On to the fucking next one.
We got another one with no description.
Well, we'll be quicker with this one then.
Need to build your
no description means no time.
Okay.
I like the little dangly you got there. Can you zoom in? Who is that? Oh, is that from? Oh, that's from I think my romantic comedy snafu.
Yeah, that one. I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember her name, but I know exactly.
Is that a horror? I think it might be a horror. She's cute. Actually, I do like her.
She was like the second girl in that, the girl that didn't win or whatever. I know what you're talking about.
Well, there are two of them. They're two redheads. There is the flat-chested
Yui. Yeah. Yeah, the people say.
Okay, so is it the big tit one? Is it the big tit one?
I don't. It's been forever since I watched that one, but I remember it was.
I watched that one rather recently. I like that one a lot. That was a good show. I liked it a lot.
It is true. This one is
the black hair girl one is by far the best one, though. I forgot her name, but she's by far the best one, and I still stand by that.
Lone Star Schizo says he can completely revert the Mosin. Just need to weld over the scope mount holes. Oh, well.
Groupings are about 2 MOA. Okay, so 2.5 MOA. Yeah. A savage arms one is better than that.
So
but, it is a Mosin, so of course it's each.
But back to this.
We're overlooking the Faiachi optics on this one. The shitty backup eye. So you have an arrow lower, and you have probably a $20 optic on there with $15 backup iron sights. You know what? I have nothing else to add to this. You know what you're doing.
At least you picked a good color. And those iron sights are generally about $30, by the way.
Waifu stream is a different type of one. That's an LAG take. I'm sorry. No, Black Hair Girl and fucking that show is way better. I'm sorry. You have shit taste.
You are wrong.
I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm just.
You're drunk. You're having bad takes. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, I'd say I'm having great takes, but to each their own. I see a Biden's Bane upper right here.
Yep.
That in of its own way helps me a lot with this one. Is that fucking Tarkov in the background? That's Tarkov.
That is Tarkov in the background.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna pat you on the back right here. I can't tell who the blue-haired girl in the suit is on the figurine.
That is from Chain. That is not Chain. Is it
That's not from Chainsaw Man?
No.
I don't think.
What is that from? I recognize it. Or maybe it's Jujutsu Kaisen. I think I've seen.
Okay.
I've
I'm
seen
sorry,
the
I'm
season
not
of
black,
that
so I don't
one.
watch it. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I see the Firebolt there, so pat yourself on the back. You're a true man of culture. Hopefully you bought that.
Firebolt is a great lower. I have several.
I love that one a lot. Yeah.
We've got some. I'm not sure what these. Is that that's it's
Those
an
are 3D printed
it's an
ones.
Among Us site. It's an Among Us site. That's
That is
Among
awesome.
Us. That's the dead one with the bone sticking out, and then there's oh
Okay,
my god,
all right,
Among Us sites.
All right, pat yourself on the back one. I like this one a lot. It's good. Good
You win the absolute meme build of this gun review. That is great.
You definitely didn't win chase with that figure. But okay.
Osiris from Switzerland, Russian Kalashnikov Saga MK103 from Izmesh Factory, 16-inch barrel, 739. Initially had a Midwest handguard on it, but wasn't super happy with that. Now installed the gray Sure Shot USA Mark III chassis and the folding M4 stock adapter, which is amazing. EOTech XPS 20 plus G33 mod light with the PLH V2 head, more spill on Arasaka mount, and a mod button light Magpul grip, SL stock, slate black panels, and a hand stop. Okay.
Okay, the Surefire. So yeah, fun fact is, guess who's sponsoring the AK team, my friend?
Really?
A certain company here. But you have the Saiga though. Oh dear God.
Yep, there's the bake light. There's the bake light. Everybody loves the bake light.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you built the proper modernized AK. You had the wrong EOTech on there. I'm sorry for you were a little too poor in that case, but
still an EOTech though.
The 2.0 is a mistaken abortion to God, but yeah, it's okay.
And Chef is freaking out about Zentico in the chat. So
see, what the funny thing is, I've seen people in Ukraine like gush over Magpul shit, which is really funny to me. Of like, oh, us like gushing over Zentko ship, and then they're like care away. Like the actual like flex for like Ukrainians is like fucking Magpul shit is really funny.
It's overseas stuff. It goes both ways.
It's really funny of like we copy them, but they want to copy us, which is even funnier.
And I don't know why. I always like it when I see this like charging handle on these modernized AKs.
It's help with some people. Like
I know RK, it looks so comfy to use.
Yeah, it is. But like if you don't have like it's what it is. Whatever.
All right, let's see. Poor man's EDC and some single shot 12 gauge that I found in the garage when I moved in, which has not seen any love in its lifetime. Okay, let's see. Poor man's EDC. Oh, yep. Driving enhancer and a PSA dagger on a P80 lower. I mean, PSA is based. I like the daggers. I'm guessing it's hard to tell by the light and the blurry picture, but it must be the OD green one, maybe. Of course, OD green based.
I see you're a man of shit taste. If you bought a Jack Daniels mixed drink, just literally mix your own drink. Dear God, those are so bad. But yeah, okay.
And let's look at the Stevens model 9478 single shot POS internal view of the rust fucked barrel.
Okay. See, this is why you gotta buy those funny like 12 gauge cleaning shots. If you've ever seen those are goofy as fuck, but they're really funny. They do exist and they do work, and they always tell you very specifically in the 12 gauge cleaning shots, do not
Cobain
shoot
POV.
this
No,
indoors.
Chef, no.
Do not shoot this indoors because people will use the cleaning shot for like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot it at the floor. No, it's still a fucking buckshot. It will shoot a hole through your wall.
That's
yes, it's still buckshot.
Let's see, Hoffman Tactical AR-9 lower with a Palmetto 10-inch 9mm upper 37mm pipe hitter. Stubbs Customs printed 37mm shells. RLC last dynamic stock. Dead front flower bed all knee. Okay, let's see what you got going here.
There's something interesting to see here.
Yeah, I didn't know the Hoffman did the AR-9 lowers.
Yeah, I gotta handle it. It's not as good as a Firebolt one, but whatever.
So, with these printed 37mm, haven't a lot of them blown up?
Yes, they have.
A lot of them have blown up. Be careful with that. Be careful with that.
Also,
like those are the printed guns that actually will blow up in your hands.
Well, it's because they require you to like know how chemistry works and how black powder works, and a lot of people don't. So
that is a lot of bolts too.
Yeah, it is a lot of bolts, funny, goofy shit of Hoffman, bitching and moaning about my bolts, but here we have a lot of bolts on here.
And we've got the funny Pinty sight on there.
That's probably better than the Strike. the vortex one. Okay, we can go to the next one. I don't like looking at Hoffman stuff. Get it off my screen.
You don't like looking at Hoffman stuff? I'm gonna tell him you said that. Well, Hoffman doesn't even follow me. I can't tell him, but.
No, Hoffman. I'll tell it to Hoffman right now. I'll fucking send it to his phone number. I'm gonna send him carrier pigeon because that's how Hoffman works as a person.
Let's see. The ACOG is now moved forward, and the irons are behind it where they belong. This is the only pick I have on hand, as the others are still on the VHS tape. What? What? What is this photo? What is this photo?
Is on that? Well,
what?
Kino is shit. Kino's fuck, but
I can't even hardly tell what this is.
So I believe that's an ACOG with a piggy mount. Is that a fucking T2, or is that an acro?
We're time travel. Found footage AR.
Yeah. So okay. You know what you're doing with this. Is this Doomer tapes? This might be Doomer tapes. If it is you, no, this has to be Doomer tapes. Of course, it's a fucking ACOG. He loves ACOGs. Yeah, okay, you know who you are. No, fuck. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. He doesn't need to be patting on the back any more than he needs to. Doomer tapes, go fuck yourself.
Springfield
go to the next one.
Armory M1A on an EBR chassis, Atlas bipod, and the EOTech 1-10 scope. Heavy and impractical, but enjoyable, and I love the way it looks.
This is 100. No, that's 100% what he's doing. That is Doomer tapes. 100% that was Doomer tapes.
Okay.
I know who you are.
Okay.
So you, my friend, have the one M1A1 that I've literally dreamed of, and you know what?
I see what you're working with here.
And, I'm going to tell you this right now to all you fucking Redditors who say, the M1A was actually not that good. It's actually, it's really not that good. You should buy something, fuck off. It looks cool as shit. I don't care how heavy it is. I know it looks cool, and that is literally the only thing I fucking want. And yes, I am enjoying this wonderful whiskey, and kampai to you, my friend, as well. This is my favorite. I legitimately do love the M21 EBR. That was one of my favorite guns in Modern Warfare 2. And you know what? I am just not going to pretend it isn't cool, okay? I don't care that Reddit tells me it's a bad gun and there are better options out there. It looks cool and I like it. What whiskey am I drinking? Cool. I am drinking the worst whiskey of all time, and that is Jack Daniels, because I have a funny build coming up soon, a funny kit build that I will show everyone soon that will involve the Jack Daniels. But it is, hey, I have a certain fun, I do like a fun VTuber as well, another one as well that enjoys whiskey. But go to the next one. That will be
All right. 2 Czech 9s, AV10 and DC9, uses Scorpion Max. D50 drum works very well. Cerakoted blood orange DC9 upper to an attempt to match the Polymaker metallic red. Using the Longboy, this year's GMM in the PCC division, frame designed by DB Firearms. DB Firearms makes good stuff.
Oh, he does. So it's a Czech 9. Yeah, DB Firearms is actually a legitimately good developer.
Okay, this one on the right, that I love the way it looks. We got the J Stark. We got the J Stark.
We got the Stark one there too. And again, DB Firearms, legitimately cool guy. I like him a lot. He does a lot of good designs. And yeah, this is the Czech 9 that he did. It uses CC Scorpion Mags. And
Scorpion mags are based.
I believe, I'm not sure that's a Scorpion drum mag, or I think it might be a Scorpion drum mag. Yeah, no, I do recommend this if you do have a Tech 9. Check out the 3D printed Czech 9. Really, really good build. Cool guy too, cool developer. Honestly, no one else adds to that. That's a really nice build.
Both of them are very nice. Dan Wesson Point Man with the Bowberry grips. The what?
This will be interesting.
Oh my God.
Dan Wesson.
No.
So I immediately thought Sweetheart grips.
No.
So your Dan Wesson is fantastic.
What?
However, your taste in waifus is fucking disgusting. And honestly, you should grab that Dan Wesson, turn it around, point it to your temple, and figure it out yourself.
Wait a minute.
But
I recognize Bao. Why does she look like that though? She doesn't normally look like that, right? I'm not as familiar with her.
So, but yeah, again, point it to your temple and then pull your trigger. But go to the next one.
And gun. Okay. All right, that is a gun.
So this is another. Is that a rice gun? No. So I believe this is another one.
It's another
that
alloy,
is using a DB alloy. I see a Laugh Dynamics 3D printed knife.
Yep.
Those things actually do work.
They have showed up in England apparently. So
they've shown it in England a couple times, and yes, they are sharp enough to do exactly what you think. And yes, they cannot be detected by metal detectors because they're plastic.
Yep. That was indeed a gun though. A very nice one. I like the color.
Yeah, it is a handgun. Yes,
yep.
Handgun indeed.
Hi friend, I love you. Well, I love you too. Oh, we got the K Tactical. The K Tactical.
Oh, did someone buy K Tactical? Oh, well, cheers to you, my friend. Let me down this whiskey for you. Okay, I'm glad we got a high roller.
You spent a lot of that on that thing.
A baller on this one. Actually, I believe this is probably K Tactical himself.
It could be. It could be that those are. That is a very.
Cheers to you, my friend. You have good taste in waifus, and you have good taste in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm going to down this a whiskey. Cheers to you, my friend.
That is a very expensive meme gun right there. That is a very expensive meme gun right there.
I will give you credit. Everything was worth there, my friend. I like it a lot. It's a pretty built. To be honest, I do like the color scheme a lot. It is. It is. It is.
I want to basically copy this because.
As a poor myself too, I will say I do like it a lot. But I'm a little too poor, but I do like the color scheme a lot. Yeah, cheers to you, my friend. I'm glad to see someone's living in the life of luxury. If only we could all join the same.
All right, another one without a description, but we got a grizzly here.
It's a fucking grizzly. There doesn't need to be a description on this one. Fuck you. You are obviously too cool. Go to the next one.
And they also another AR9.
That is a Fury Atomic. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, you rich motherfucker. Fucking. Okay, no, yeah, okay. Is it Fury? If it was Fury, fuck you.
You can tell how annoyed he is. Let's see, Inbel FAL kit built on a DSA receiver, not clone.
Yeah, the Colt SMG. I know what it is, yeah.
From other variants like the Australian FH Israeli stock, an overpriced stand egg mount, and scope. Okay.
FALs is the right arm of Reddit. I will not add any more to that. Reddit. Like, it's just the most meme guns of meme guns. Yeah, field, yeah. Oh, FAL mice, not really. Oh, it was. I wonder who this could be. FAL Nadic Doge. I wonder whose FAL this could be. Again, I will say right now, the FAL is the fucking right arm of Reddit. It's a meme gun, and you should, just buy an AR-10.
Well, I mean, you built a Setme though, which
Setmes are way cooler.
They are way cooler. It's still a meme.
Cooler because they're designed by a guy called Franco.
It's still a meme gun, though. My 40mm M203 in a standalone frame using 3D printed chalk rounds, planning a swap between the standalone frame and your Block 2 clone. Oh, so you have an actual 40mm. That's little jealous of that, but that's very cool. That's very cool.
That's a flex.
It is a flex, and I am jealous.
Yeah. All right.
Bloop. This one just says hi. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Okay. All right. Actually, let's go with that one. Sure, why not? We don't need to look at any further.
Peak performance. That's the.
That's Ivan's.
That's Ivan's. Yeah. That's the flangulus one.
That's the 3D printed. Is that was this Ivan? This could be actually. This actually could legitimately be Ivan.
Is that one of Ivan's? I haven't seen him
doesn't have suppress. No. So no. It could be Ivan because Ivan likes to fuck with me every now and then, but also I don't think Ivan has a suppressor.
Yeah.
This might be someone else that is in Ivan's phalangulus beta, but I also don't think Ivan has released the phalangulousness, which makes me wonder if this was actually Ivan just joining to fuck with us.
The phalangulousness one looks so much better too.
Ivan may just be sitting in the back just to laugh, but this is. I don't think Ivan has a suppressor though, so I think this is someone else.
Someone's saying it's not Ivan. So.
I don't think it's Ivan's because of the suppressor. That's not Ivan's suppressor. I would have known.
The fact that you put the carry handle and
the carry handle on there is a rather nice one. I'll give that a chef's kiss. That's beautiful.
And the flip up side with the carry handle. All right, let's see. Smith & Wesson revolver. Old pickers can't get your gun right now. Edited to remove any righted and remove an ammo box and frame. Okay.
That's a wonderful picture. I can tell so much by that.
It's upside down.
But well, howdy, my partner, friend. I like it. Cute, cool gun.
I mean, revolvers are fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally carry one, but they're fun. Bringing the spear to its optimal form with another carry handle. What is it with y'all on carry handles and flip up front sights today?
We put the M4 stock on there too, which is like, okay, on a SIG spear, like, again, you know,
this is gonna be
I will,
the
you know, my
goofiest
only
thing.
thing is, there's one thing I can, you know, get to you is be sure to take off the Punisher skull off your fucking Ford Raptor. It literally just screams rob me. In fact, it's like, it's a fucking meme here and where I'm at of, you know, several bigger gun tubers I know that have Ford Rappers have had their guns stolen from their cars, and they bitch and moan about it.
I know people
Maybe
meme on the spear. People meme on the spear, but I love the color though. I do love the color of the spear.
I do like the color of it too, but yeah, it is what it is. Don't give him any more credit than he needs.
Just a fun little guy, 6" 5.56. Okay, that's one of those Palmetto uppers that goes on sale every once in a while. Yeah,
I do like one of those because I almost bought one of those. There's just something about this, like, you ever see like the pictures of like Charlie Kirk with his head like just like raised up, like too tiny, like they
I think this magazine is longer than the barrel.
Have you ever seen the picture of Hassan Piker where they like shrink his head way more?
Yes.
Like it looks like this of like like it's just the optic on there with like the extended mag and like the stock. I mean the brace. Silly me. The brace fully extended. There's something about it I just see is just like, oh, it's like the funny Hassan Piker where they shrink his head more and more.
This is very goofy and I appreciate it. See, I'm guessing that's tacos. Oh, okay, I recognize. I looked. So yeah, tacos are cooked with your exothermal technology's pulse fire underbarrel flamethrower. I looked at that picture. I'm sorry, I cannot show that because you are holding the flamethrower, and I don't know how YouTube will react. But we can show. You really focused more on the tacos than anything else. But yeah, we got a high point back there. Those tacos do look really good though. I'm gonna have to get a snack after this because those are some good looking tacos.
Those are some pretty good tacos. I would love to see the flame.
Oh, Girls Frontline Sapo clone. Okay.
Hi Fury.
Is that Fury? Is that one of his?
So. No, this doesn't look like Fury, but that is something that Fury has done. This is not Fury, but this is a man of culture because Fury wouldn't be that poor to put a vortex magnifier on there. That man will go the extra mile. Is that a Sayori? What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a Sayori from Doki Doki. Okay.
I haven't played that. People are telling me I should play it, but I have not.
I mean, it's Baby's first VN, but like,
I just know like it's stuff.
Baby's
happens.
First VN.
Yeah.
It's Baby's first VN, but like this is a good one. I bet Fury would probably smile about that.
Another one without any description. But okay.
Oh, that's Rice Cutter. That's Rice Cutter.
Let's see what this other picture is. Rice Cutter. You should have added some.
That's Rice Cutter. So Rice Cutter, by the way, he's a cool developer. A weeaboo. He's a Dominican. He's a Dominican dude.
He lived in Japan for a while too.
Same with me, but me and him both. But
Rice does good stuff.
Rice Cutter, but yeah, he's a Dominican guy, nice. And he's basically working on. So there's a beta currently right now in the catalog of a 3D printed 1911, and he is actually working in that beta to make a 3D printed 2011. So this is actually
really?
If you guys have seen what is it, the platypus? It's a Stealth Arms platypus. It's basically a 1911 slide or a 9mm 1911 slide that uses Glock mags. Rice Cutter is doing that currently right now with 3D printed one. Really cool guy. Dominican though. So
is that the 2011 there?
Yeah. But he is Dominican though, so it's sad.
What is sad about that?
If you don't know, you don't know.
I mean, okay, that's fair, I guess.
It's a fun Latinx rivalry. I'm sorry, you just would never understand.
Oh, okay.
Senor Jimenez.
Yeah, because you're Puerto Rican. Is that what it is?
Senor Jimenez. I'm sorry, you just wouldn't get it.
Let's see. This is an AR-9 style pistol with the slappy side charging handle. Okay. Lowers made with 3D printed parts and bent 8-gauge sheet metal using a hammer, C-clamps, 3D printed drilling jigs, bending die, and a backing block. The upper steel tube cut using a 3D printed jig. Two bent and welded sheet metal tabs and a 3D printed sleeve. Handguard uses a 3D printed insert. Oh my gosh, you wrote so much with a steel bearing to help protect the parts from the heat, easy to replace if it begins to melt. Cut with an angle grinder, finish with the file. The extractor is made from a paint can opener. Firing pin is made from a duplex nail, and the ejector is 3D print or just a piece of metal. Only non-homemade parts are fire control group, barrel, and buffer spring and buffer, but I'm working on making 100% DIY. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I see what you do. I see what you're doing here. Okay.
Wait a second. This guy's on to something.
You're onto something. Let's see what this other picture is.
Yeah. This.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait a second. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Someone be cooking right here. Oh, wait a minute.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Shit.
Whoever you are.
Hey, whoever you are, DM me, by the way. I want to know more about this shit.
Yeah. Continue your work. I like this.
DM me this right now, and like I can see if I can get you in a beta. This is awesome. Holy crap.
This is clean.
Yeah, give me a DM, whoever you are. AGCast on Twitter and everything too. I
want to see more of that. Yeah.
I want to see more of this stuff. Actually, this is legitimately awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
American Instrument. Make sure. AG does have an end with devs and betas and stuff, so make sure you.
I actually did get some. I actually got like a couple of betas recently pushed through, through myself actually, because a couple people's like, hey, I'm doing this cool thing, and I'm like, oh wait, give me a second, let me go message this other guy if you want to do that. Right, and I got like 2 betas now, and I feel really proud of myself.
Nice.
So actually, if you do want a beta, get in. I'm not the guy, but I know a lot of guys that can help you, and just DM me, and I will gladly put you in the right direction.
What do you mean the dissipator we skipped, Chef? I don't remember skipping a dissipator.
I can keep going though.
Or was it skipped for? I don't remember.
It was skipped for a reason.
I don't remember one getting skipped.
It was skipped for a reason.
See, I'm almost afraid to open this one based off of the description. To the town of Bleeding Pissville Road, a chuddy one fine day. I don't know what to expect from this. I think I tried to pre-screen these, but it's okay. Oh hey, look, there's my patch. Hopefully,
if you go to allhelpatrics.com, you can get it for.
Hopefully, those actually sold out, but we may do a restock with a actually full color one at some point. So instead of just the black and white. Yeah, that's my patch. It's some kind of old.
I see revolver. That, and I think I love the revolver. Those are cool. Have you ever watched Kino's Journey before?
I have not.
You should. Cool revolver. I like it a lot. The type of revolvers are nice.
Some kind of,
I'd buy one too.
Colt Walker. I'm not sure what that is, but very cool. Let's see, about 500 rounds to this 43X, built with no issues so far. Hit steel at 30 yards with little to no issue. Plan on putting a red dot on it soon. Okay, is that yeah? That's printed. Yeah, I think the 43X
is a Riptide holster, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
that is a 3D printed Riptide holster. So that's a 43 with a Riptide holsters. You're a man of culture, my friend. I'm gonna pour myself into a glass of whiskey.
The 43X, I think, is a phenomenal concealed carry pistol. That's what I carry. So.
But you don't even have the shield arms mags, man.
I'm gonna get the Palmetto mags because they're cheaper, and they do the same thing. And I won't have to swap out the mag catch.
Firebirds, we already missed yours, so you're good. But Firebirds, I recognize yours. I know who you are.
We did see Firebirds. Okay, this is the last one with no description. But let's see. Did you give us you gave us a great one to end on. There she is. That's my Oshi right there. You put her on another gun. I mean, my Pippa gun is better, but the fact that it's on a Recession Ruger, that's really fitting. That is really fitting. That is fantastic. Well, make sure you put this on Twitter and use her art tag so she can see it. You really need to. Whoever this is.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. These are everyone. Yeah, we had a lot of great ones. In fact, we had even better ones that I intentionally ignored because, again, Mr. Grizzly, I know who exactly. You own a Grizzly. I will not give you the flex you want. All right, I know what you want. I know what you wanted. I know what you wanted to hear. I'm not going to give you the pleasure of that. I probably bid it against you in Gunbroker, and you know what? Because I lost, I am that petty. I am that bitter. I am going to be that bitter. You should post you have a Grizzly too. Yeah, okay. But wait a second. So, wow. Wait. Trigonometric. Oh, you had a He had Akino's Journey one too. Shit, that would have been awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's a fantastic show. Fantastic manga too. I think the manga's better, but
I think we had a great gun review this time around.
Oh, 100%.
And this was the perfect way to end it. So that as luck would have it, that was fantastic.
No, yeah. Personally, of course, we both love guns as well. Everyone else
of course
does. And of course, by the way, if you enjoyed the stream too, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that notification bell too, of course.
Oh yes, thank you, AG. And don't go anywhere just yet. We will see if anybody. I do like to raid into other people's streams when it's over. So let me look and see if anybody's live now before we end this.
I also will mention, I do see FPS could vote us in the chat too. I do like that guy's channel. He has a nice channel, by the way. He does a lot of Girls Frontline stuff. If you guys like that, he does a couple cool gun build stuff from Girls Frontline. So if you guys like him, be sure to go subscribe to his channel, by the way.
I try not to do it too often because I don't want to be annoying. But we've got a lot of people here, and we just saw Pippa gun. So why don't we raid Pippa again? It'll be fine. We'll do that.
Is Pippa streaming right now? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Pippa's streaming right now. Maybe, y'all can tell her we just had gun review and there was a Pippa gun, so that's why I'm sending y'all her way. But this is great, AG. Thanks for hanging out. It was a lot of fun.
It's always fun to hang out with you, my friend.
Now, for those of you who are new or not here very often, when you get to the next stream, Pippa's chat moves really fast. You've got to do this as soon as you get there. When you get there, if you only send one message, you put AFT raid in all caps in the next chat. There's enough people here, it'll probably get noticed. So even if you don't send a single other message, even if you just lurk, or even if you leave right after, make sure you put that raid tag in there. Let them know you're there. That's probably going to be it for tonight. Again, AG, thank you so much for hanging out. I think this was a great gun review so far. I know you've got some things to take care of for the rest of the night, and
no, we did have a nice little time schedule, and I'm glad that we managed to meet it.
We did.
But again, I had a lot of fun. Everyone, by all means, subscribe to my wonderful subscribe to my YouTube page where we talk about 3D printed gun stuff.
Yes, he doesn't stream as much as I do, but he does occasionally.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'll send you a dem sneaky because if you live that close, let's link up sometime. But,
all right, folks. That's going to be it for tonight. I will have another stream tomorrow if you want to come back. Same time, same place. Make sure you leave a like before you go because that does really help. I hope to see you again. And yeah, remember to say AFT raid in the next chat when you get there. That's going to be it. Stream's over. All right, get out of here. Bye, everybody.